All right, is this thing on? All right, I think this thing is on. All right, so I know I look like I'm hunched over. That's because I have my microphone all the way down here. Because to make this Sonic R stream a little more special, I'm bringing out the hula hoop. As you can tell, we still have our butt slap O-matic over here on the corner. That was from our last stream. As you can tell, I didn't really have a whole lot of this set up already. Let's see, where are we? There we go. Let me get rid of this. Done. All right, so if you haven't been to a hard pretzel hula hoop stream before, here, let me do this so you actually see me. Hi. Basically, I'm going to be playing Sonic R while hula hooping. Pretty self-explanatory. Nothing too complicated about that. I am going to stall for a little bit, though, because to upgrade my hula hoop streams, I picked up one of those Retrobit wireless Saturn receivers, but I forgot to charge the controller last night. So it's currently charging underneath my desk. So this gives me time to kind of yap a little bit like I normally do in my streams. So let me... All right, how's the audio there? I think I might turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Hey, JR Stan, welcome on in. Looks like we got even this is Marta in here. Now that I can just see the chat. Lorenzo doesn't exist. According to the Flintstones, feet were the OG cars. That's not just canon, it's mainline. You know it. All right, cool. So, I've moved all my furniture out of the way. Hope you guys can still hear me, even though my microphone's all the way over here. We now have access to my wall. As you can see, I've got some stuff from previous videos on it. Ignore that. I'm not going insane. I have my special effect medal hanging from the ceiling. And I've got, of course, our... oh. There we go. I've got our Sexpo and our 3-disc sampler kit and our Wonderful World of Cats. Let's see. I don't know how much battery is going to be in the controller. Letting it charge for only... you know, 15 minutes or so. But I think I'm ready for some Sonic R. I can't really yap. Let me just move all this, and you know what? I'll get a bottle of water out. That's how I'll stall. So don't mind, I have a fridge underneath my desk, which is also really cool. Do we want to yap about football? I couldn't tell you anything about football. I don't know football at all. But what I do know is that I've swapped out my energy drinks for this. This is not sponsored, by the way, but I found this at an Asian market thanks to the advice of a friend of mine. These are really good. Like, they're not caffeine, it's just vitamin-based energy, so it actually works for me, being, you know, a little not all there. Hit the pose. Let's see, what is it? I think it was right foot forward, and then holding this is the football pose, the Heisman Trophy, right? Let's see, here's the remote. Let me turn on the TV. Yeah, the camera is just kind of freeballing it today. So I'm going to go back to my OBS here. Let's pull out our goodies. Oh boy, here we go again. Gotta love Retro Tank. All right. All right, cool. Fixed it in one go. We're good. We're good. I might have to move my mic, because I don't think I'll be able to reach from all the way. Alright. Someone playing the only good Sonic racing. I wouldn't go that far. It's clearly the best one, but there are other definitions for good. Alright. Don't mind me just casually adjusting my microphone behind the Sonic R. Microphone stand is open. Well, hope you have a great day at school while I screw my... All right, there we go. There you go. My unpreparedness is intentional, though. I am trying to find any excuse possible to stall to let my controller charge a little bit more. There we go. So the headset is out of the way. The microphone cables are out of the way. Oh, you know what I can stall with? Hang on. I'll show you guys something. There you go. So microphone's up a little higher now. I can stand up. Hi, everybody. I'm somewhat tall. If you guys saw me at a Sonic Expo Atlanta, you would have seen me with a backpack. And in that backpack, I have a GameCube, a monitor, and a controller, and a portable power bank. So I could bring Sonic R anywhere I go. Well, that little backpack has gotten an upgrade. This is a different backpack. It's not a fancy one. It's just a bag-smart camera bag. But I found camera bags are really useful for playing Sonic R because camera bags have one of these little side pockets that actually go to the main area of the bag. I guess because you want to be able to take out the camera, batteries, whatever, film. And so you don't have to actually worry about having multiple pockets because it's all just one backpack. So, in addition to the backpack itself, I've also upgraded the monitor. Hey, Ivan, what's up? I can't tell if I haven't seen people in a while or if it's just been because I haven't streamed in a while. Phew. But what I can do now... Like, here's my little monitor. Isn't it cute? Isn't it great? You can see the fingerprints I just put on it. I think it's just that you don't stream often. No pressure, though. It's fine. I'm glad. I've also got Wavebirds now, so I can play Gems Collection wirelessly, which will come in handy a lot at these conventions. And of course, here's the main thing, the GameCube, which I have the GCHD on the back. This is a purple one I found. And I've also reconfigured how my cables line up. So right next to this HDMI cable, I also have a USB cable, which goes right to the monitor, which does help out quite a bit. Yes, definitely a W monitor upgrade, not the fingerprints. Hey, Mad, welcome. Yes, so I'm currently playing some Super Hang-On music while I yap a bit. I'm stalling while my wireless controller charges so we can play some Sonic R. I got one of those Retrobit wireless Saturn controllers, so it's really handy if somebody remembered to charge it. It was me. I forgot to charge it. So, I guess what I could do for you guys right now, if you are interested, I can actually set up my portable kit right now, and I'll show you. I can literally hold up both, and you guys can play. It's a really cool thing. And yes, the GameCube does look really cool. This sticker was actually designed by our very own Fred Lawless. He runs a sticker shop with his wife and designs a lot of the artwork there. And as soon as I saw this Beat Jet Set Radio sticker, I had to get it. I bought like about 10, 15 of these, and then I went to Sonic Expo Atlanta and handed them out to people who wanted to play Sonic R with me, along with a bunch of other stickers I went with to other conventions. It's a really, really, really cool sticker. Probably one of my favorites of the bunch. Alright, so it's going to be a bit weird, but I can do this. So the gimmick here is that I take my bag, which here, I'll actually show you the inside before I put it away. I should have done that already. Camera bags also come with these really cool separators, so I can separate out the power bank, the adapter, the cube, the controllers. And so now setting up is just as easy as opening up this pocket here, pulling out the GameCube power cable and the USB-C or the USB power cable that I got in here. And then I can actually partially zip it back up. See this? And now, for JR Stan, if you're still in the chat, you'll remember all the issues we had with cables. That's literally why I got this bag. So now, I have just these two little cables hanging out my tail. And all I gotta do... plug this in here. Plug this in here. And then I take the HDMI cable and the power cable and plug it into the monitor. Although it helps if I turn on the power bank. Didn't do that yet. But yeah, there we go. Now my setup is basically on. I'm ready to go. I just have to press the power button on the power bank and I can play Sonic R. Oh yeah, Fred does a lot of cool stickers. I don't have his link on hand right now, but if you just look up Club Lawless, they will be here. Actually, I think they actually follow me on YouTube. Let me just quickly check. So I'd be able to add them in the chat. All right, that's not working, but I can do Plan B. I don't know if that link's gonna work, but that is the link to the Club Lawless shop. There we go. I had to put the HTTPS in. Cool. Alright, so yeah, all I gotta do now if I want to turn on the power bank is reach inside this pocket, hold this button down for a few seconds. You can't really see it on camera, but there's a little green light in there. The little green light means the AC adapter's on. So I just set that in there. And then I just put on the backpack. So now power bank is running. GameCube can be turned on. Look, I'm not plugged into any wall outlets right now, by the way. GameCube's on. And then I gotta open up this monitor. And look at that! Gems collection, wherever I go. So I can literally walk around like this with a lot less cables. So let's see if I can like do this one-handed for a second. This is gonna be a bit awkward, just bear with me here. I turn on this. Wavebird's on. We got signal. And I could literally hand this controller to somebody. Like, I could have just gotten a Steam Deck and played Sonic RPC. But that is lazy. That is tacky. That is boring. I got Gems Collection on the go. Anywhere I go. Sonic R everywhere. Send it to me, I'll play. Done. Can you tell I've played this enough times that I could do everything backwards? Can I play Genesis games go? There are a couple, like I have Mega Collection. I could bring that as well. Now, I don't really have a means of like playing it right now, but this is what I'm gonna do. Just carry around a screen, carry around a GameCube, and carry around a controller. And then I'll just do the Ichiban thing. Remember that sub-story? The Spice of Life, I think was the name of the sub-story? Where Ichiban walks up, like, you know, to somebody who's struggling in life, having some issues, and then pulls up the giant bottle of kimchi. That's me, but with Sonic R. But yeah, that's my new setup. A lot less cables. A lot less cables. I had two controllers with me all the time, and they were very cabley. And I could just easily bust out Sonic R. And plus, this monitor, the ports are on the side I need them to be on. The other monitor, I had to put the ports on the other side, so the cables were all over the place. This one's a lot easier to manage. I love Yakuza Like a Dragon. I wonder if I could actually play this one-handed. You guys wanna... I haven't played Sonic R one-handed in so long. Let's see. Let me claw grip this. Alright, so we got this. Okay, jump with my middle finger. Oh, this is gonna be so awkward. Alright. I'm also playing it mirrored, but... Oh. Don't lose. Go, 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 go. Hope you guys can see the screen okay. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna skip jumping. I'll play like a YouTuber for a bit. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm gonna go this way. Oh. Alright, just go this way. Oh, hit the wall. It's fine. Sonic R forgives, Sonic R forgets. Got some little rings there. I'm trying to take one of my shortcuts, but I can't do it. Pinky controls are so awkward. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da da. All right, there we go. Sonic R, one-handed. Done. You guys, that's all on video. Clip it, whatever you want to do. It's me. I am him. I am that guy. Oh, and you know what? My total time, 1:31. The YouTubers couldn't even get 5th place because it would DNF them. So, suck it, JonTron. Suck it. All right. But let's put this away. I think my controller should be charged up enough now. We should be able to get going. All right, so goodbye, GameCube. The only thing I gotta worry about now, though, is making sure I remember to turn off the power bank because it's gonna keep this backpack very warm. Which in the wintertime isn't a bad thing, but... The teardown's also pretty easy, too. I just unplug the stuff and put it back in. I guess I could show you the boring teardown real fast, too. Let's see. Can I, ignore my floor and all the stuff I have everywhere, but... Basically, the first thing I do is I unplug the, monitor cables and the cables from the GameCube here. So I have just a naked cube. I usually try to leave the HDMI cable in just because that's faster. A pretzel stream in this economy? Hey, Numpty, welcome. Yeah, you're telling me. And then you just conveniently ignore all the fingerprints I have on this. And I fold it shut, slide this into the backpack. And then, hard to see on camera, but I just open this backpack up and I put the GameCube and the controller in. So, GameCube, controller. Zip it shut, and then all that's left is just tuck this cable back inside the thing. Hey, Vinyl Solution. Yes. Yes. We're going to be playing Sonic R today. The on-foot racer, which I like a lot more than cars. Yeah, there you go. And I just wear this. And I've got Sonic R wherever I go. All right. But that's it for that. Now, the version of Sonic R we're playing today is going to be the Saturn version, and the reason why I've moved all of my furniture out of the way is because I will be hula hooping. My microphone is up in the air. It's going to be kind of hard to tell that I'm actually hooping unless I lower the angle a little bit, but just for examples right now, let's see, my depth circle is open. And I'll just play Sonic R while hooping, just to add a little extra spice to the Sonic R stream. Because you guys know I can play Sonic R one-handed, like I literally just did. You've seen me play Sonic R backwards through a mirror. You've seen me play Sonic R upside down. So, you know, why not see me play Sonic R hula hooping? You don't need a Switch and Crossworlds. All you need is some third-party portable console and Sonic R. Yes. All you need is the official Nintendo GameCube, a power bank that can run the GameCube, you know, an official Wavebird controller, and Sonic Gems collection. Alright, so, here is the official Retrobit. It is an officially Sega licensed product. I plug this into my Saturn, and I should be able to play wirelessly, which will allow me to hula hoop while playing. So let me see if I can adjust the camera a bit more. Alright, that works. That's a decent angle. Now this is peak gaming. Why else would you come to my streams? Alright, so let me grab the controller. Hopefully we have more than 5 minutes of battery life here. If you guys like the hula hooping stream, I could probably make this a more regular thing. Alright, so let's clear out this one. We'll start on X Data 1. That's not special. A lot of blokes do things single-handed on the internet. Thank you, Numpty. Thank you. Alright. Alright, you guys can tell that I'm hooping, right? Alright. So if you don't mind the gyrations, I think we'll start with Sonic. And this wireless controller makes this so much easier. You guys remember when I was doing this for Game Blast? And I had to keep, you know, moving the controller out of the way? Wireless controllers are the future. I say this as if wireless controllers haven't been a thing since, you know, a very long time.
Ready, set, go!
Alright, so I think what we'll do, since we are doing the Saturn version, instead of doing a full 100% run, I'll do the, you know, I'll probably get the Chaos Emeralds and get some Supersonic. Or maybe I'll just do any percents, just because that'll be, you know, a little quicker. Oh, I just hit the wall, but it's fine. I saved it. There, got plenty of rings. I need a slightly bigger bedroom for this. Maybe that'll be the next upgrade. New house. Stop it. Alright. Alright, there's stage 1 done. Yes, a very long time ago was the best year ever. The good old days. Exactly. Let me see if I can actually adjust my microphone a little further up. Get me a little further away from the wall. Wait, is this dude playing Sonic R and hooping at the same time? The fuck if I just randomly stumbled across? Curse you, YouTube algorithms. Listen. Listen, here. Let me stop hooping for a second. Let me get the dramatic close up. They don't want you to find me. They know I'm right. They do not want me to succeed. So yes, I am hula hooping while playing Sonic R. Sorry if the camera angle's a little weird. I'm currently in the process of reorganizing my room. So furniture is all over the place right now. Well, joke's on them because insta-subbed. Well, hey, if you like this, I do also have long-form content that I normally work on. That's typically why I don't stream very often, because I'm always too busy editing and writing my videos. But welcome on in, Aiden. So let's see if I can get a better angle of the hoop, because you guys are only here for the hoop. You don't want to see my ugly mug. Let's see. Yeah, that's about height. Maybe I'm gonna scoot over here a little bit. Let me lower it down just a little further. What I need to get is like a fancy tripod that can hold this all in place. There you go. If you guys ever can't hear me, just let me know. My microphone is suspended in the air behind this camera. So, it's kind of awkwardly placed. Sonic R is legit top tier though. Like, it's terrible, but it's awesome. Terrible. Loved it back in '98 when I picked it up for my Saturn. Well, see, that's the thing. Are games really good or bad? Or are they just going to be good or bad for you? If a game can be enjoyed, then it's serving its purpose as a video game. And there are a lot of games that are, here, let's go that closer to this. Objectively terrible. And yet people have spent their entire lives playing these games, which is more than what you can say for even things like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a fantastic game. But people don't talk about it the same way as they would, say, E.T. for the Atari. People wouldn't comb the Arizona, New Mexico, Utah deserts for 30 years just to find copies of Red Dead Redemption 2 that don't work. Sometimes you need to have a game that just has more impact in a different way. Like, the level of dedication a lot of fans of E.T. for the Atari have for E.T. for the Atari is absurd. I'm not going to say the game is good for me at all. I am not a fan of a lot of Atari games. I think it was one of my uncles or my grandparents, I think, had an Atari, or like I remember going to a house and playing some of these Atari games, swapping out those giant blocky cartridges, and, you know, for someone who grew up with the Sega Genesis, going back to an Atari, it felt like, what am I playing? Granted, I also felt the same way about going to the NES. But it was definitely an interesting experience to go to some of those games. I'm not a fan. And yet, you know, here I am playing Sonic R still to this day, you know, almost 30 years later. And so, like, if you like a game, like the game. If you hate a game, hate the game. But, like, that doesn't mean that the game is good or bad, just good or bad for you. Which is one of the biggest issues with Sonic, where we have games like Sonic Riders, which a lot of people now will say that Sonic Riders is a fantastic racing game. But when that game came out, everybody hated it because they just wanted a cheap Mario Kart knockoff. They didn't want mechanics. They didn't want skill floors. They didn't want tech. They didn't want boards. They didn't want any of that. They wanted items. They wanted, you know, silly little party racing nonsense. Not Sonic Riders. And then we got Sonic Riders. So that game, if even you look at Metacritic now, it still is not reviewed nearly as well as Sonic fans would lead you to believe. Sonic Riders was not as popular as Sonic fans want you to believe right now. And that's very important context that is always left out of these, oh my gosh, Sonic Riders are the best game ever. It's context that's left out of this, where it's like, yes, it is the best game ever, but you also have almost 20 years of hindsight here. You have almost 20 years worth of Sonic fans making content for Sonic Riders. So now when you play it, you know what to expect. You're not going into this expecting a stupid Mario Kart clone. You're going into this expecting Sonic Riders. And if you just play games for what they are, instead of playing them for what you think they are, suddenly a lot of these games are a lot better. I'm enjoying my Sega Saturn, Mr. Pretzel. I'm glad you are. Is Sonic Pinball for the Game Gear good? Hey, if you think it's good, it's good. That's all that matters. Your opinions are your opinions, and that's all that matters. If you like the game is good. What's the thing? From what I know about Sonic R, it was very spaghetti-coated. And, you know, that's not a bad thing per se. It just means everything is so uniquely tied to the game that it's going to be very hard to make a, you know, a true open source version of it. That being said, it would be really cool to find one or to have one. But I don't think it's happening anytime soon. Especially because, I mean, look at it, it's Sonic R. Sonic fans hate Sonic R. Even now, I'm still running into people who insist the game is bad. That's why I made my videos about Sonic R. Because people think the game is terrible. second, and I had to like, swing my hips pretty fast and catch back up. Didn't even notice the hula hoop at first. Well, yeah, that's because the camera angles here are a bit limited. I'm planning on reorganizing the furniture in my room to make this a little easier. Oh no! My movement is getting sloppy because I'm So I guess the next step in my Sonic arm progression is to be able to, you know, do all of my tricks while moving. Sonic is so hard to do. So many people all around, so many feelings to be found. Like, I wouldn't want to see Sonic R's source code. I've worked long enough in software to know that best practices are purely theoretical. Of course. Now, man, the next way to one-up this absolutely incredible feat is to race Sonic R whilst racing in your car. I have a clip of me playing Sonic R while driving. I would not recommend doing that. I did it in a safe environment. I did it in a parking lot. But I was playing Sonic R while driving. Welcome on in, Neo Sprites. You didn't miss too much. We're in the middle of our Sonic run while hooping. This is an old clip, back before I had pink hair. I heard incredible feat. I'm back in the chat. Yes, yes. Hello, anime fans. Incredible feat. Here, you know what we'll do? Because this isn't really going to be a challenge to win, I'll go the long way and show you it actually is pretty easy to make these turns. All you gotta do is release the gas pedal. Almost as if Sonic R is an actual Sega racing game. Almost dropped the hoop there. Take a cool little shortcut here. Take advantage of Sonic's double jump. Now, I'm not rolling on accident here. I just wish the rolling was a little more functional with Sonic. What you can do in this game is that the roll does lock in your direction. And it helps it so you're not sliding around as much. So if you already know where you're trying to go, you can actually start a roll in that direction, and it'll actually keep you rolling in that direction, just like that. See how I made that turn extra sharp? It's not really like an extra drift, but it does help on certain turns. Why has this not got 10 times the viewers? Because they don't want you to find me. They don't want you to know I'm here. Big Sonic fan is trying to keep the truth down. And plus, people are too busy playing Crossworlds right now. If you want to be a normal Sonic fan, go find somebody playing Crossworlds. If you want to watch me hula hoop while playing Sonic R, sure. Like, I'm here.
Ready, set, go!
There we go. So we're on Reactive Factory now. Gonna try to practice some of my movement here. Because Sonic actually does have a few cool tricks, despite not being able to turn very sharp. You can still drift across that little island and get over here. Granted, it's a little more tricky to do that while hooping, but there are a lot of cool tricks here. There you go. See, that was a great example of a roll drift where I didn't want to turn too far because I would fall out into the water. It's a very obscure mechanic that isn't very necessary when you just counter drift anyway. But didn't go far. Don't worry, you're in good company, Aiden. We very much are the anti-Sonic fan conglomerate. There's a lot of big creators out there that use their influence for evil. And I, too, would like to use my influence for evil. Just a different flavor of evil. Instead of trying to convince you that everything you love is trash, I'm going to convince you that everything that you think is trash is actually fun. And, you know, maybe if I change your mind, extra bonus. Like, I've converted plenty of people to Sonic R, obviously. But I got people on Sonic Labyrinth, hence some in the chat. Pack Baby Power! I love Pack Baby Power. Oh wow, can you guys see that? It might just be the lights, but I am actually working up a sweat right now, which is great, because I'm trying to slim down. Not yet. Don't worry, Mad. I truly will become evil one day. Who said Sonic Labyrinth? Hey, Ivan, my Sonic Labyrinth fan. Next video when? I'm actually working on I have like 3 different scripts I'm working on right now. And I've run into some walls with a few of them. Because obviously I want to make sure that the videos I put out are going to be universally true. Whereas, it's kind of hard to do that when I've already made these same talking points in every single video. Like, there's a bit of a running joke that every single video I make is basically the same thing. Where I basically open the video, and I talk about the game a little bit, but I mostly just tell you that Sonic fans are trash and they don't know what they're talking about. That's pretty much every single video I make. Obviously, there are some game-specific things that I do discuss, but it's always just like, hey, this thing is really obvious if you actually played the game and you stopped watching YouTubers tell you about the game. And it is, and that's why people, you know, like my content, I think, because you know, I show you how easy some of this stuff is to figure out. Like, you know, Sonic R, for example, when you see all the people play this game, how are they playing? They're using up, down, left, and right to move, as if it's going to be Mario 64 or Sonic Adventure, when it's like, there's buttons on your controller. Believe it or not, your controller has buttons. And then next thing you know, as soon as you start using the accelerate button, as soon as you start using, you know, the jump button, as soon as you start using the left and right analog buttons or the shoulder buttons on the Saturn controller, next thing you know, Sonic R doesn't control slippery or bad or terrible. Everything feels intentional now. When you slide, it's by design. Like, this is really cool. You get these super long skids on the helix here. Or the vertical helix, we go back up the other way. I got so focused on the slide, I forgot to move. That's the thing, like, games weren't always made with the idea that you'd be able to beat them all 100% and have the game mastered in an hour. A lot of games were built with the idea that you're going to play the game for hours just to figure out how to play the game. Like, one of my favorite games right now is Alien Soldier on the, technically on the Mega Drive, because it never released on the Genesis officially. Until the Genesis Mini, I believe. Genesis Mini 2. But that game will kick your ass until you know what you're doing. And yeah, like the game doesn't play slow. It's a racing game. If you're playing the racing game slowly, that is your fault. I like Sonic Labyrinth, don't view it as a Sonic game. Sonic game is just a fun puzzle game with Sonic. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. What is a Sonic game? Like, even from day one, right? Even from day one. Oh, I guess I can stop this now while we get to the next character. Even for day one on Sonic, 1991, Sonic wasn't strictly just Sonic. Like, we had Sonic appear in Radmobile before actually in the Sonic game. Yes, we'll wait till the Egg Robo in the credits. I think it's going to be another couple screens. There he is. There's Egg Robo. Goodness gracious. Hey, Marta. That was our Sonic run while hula hooping. I am sweating. So, very important thing to do when you're a sweat is to rehydrate. Might have something coming your way soon. Neo Sprites, you're spoiling me. You still have to play through Virtual Highlight and Cyber Shinobi. That would be part of your Sega journey. Oh, definitely. As soon as those happen, I might not even stream them. I'll probably just call you. Mad, I will call you when I get Virtual Highlight and Cyber Shinobi, and I will just play them for you in a voice call. Oh, this is a fit stream. I mean, kinda. I'm hula hooping, and it's actually doing pretty well. Like I've been eating a little bit better. I've been exercising more. Marta, I know you've seen me post some meal pictures here and there in your in a certain server you know about. Funnily enough, eating vegan meals has really helped my figure a lot. I'm not vegan. Like, I still do eat meat and animal products throughout my days, but, like, every now and then I just throw in a vegan meal. And it's, like, night and day difference on how my figure is trimming down. Like, I eat just, like, beans, salad, and it's just like, wow, all of a sudden I have a solid meal right there. Yeah, I'm shocked. Yeah, it's almost as if, you know, you've been telling me this since day one. Now, this isn't to say that vegan meals are inherently healthy. If you go to the grocery store and you see something with that little green leaf on it, make sure you check the ingredients, watch for the sodium, watch for the sugars, watch for the carbs, because guess what? Sugar, salt, and carbs can also be vegan pretty easily. But there's also a lot of things like, you know, like, for example, I buy these big old bags of kale from my grocery store, and I grab a big old package of baby spinach, which are both vegan. Even if I'm not vegan, I can eat vegetables. I know, mind blown. But, like, I've lost over 20 pounds in less than a month, and I'm still going. And as you can tell, like, I'm not emaciated. I'm not unhealthy. I'm hitting my calorie, a healthy calorie deficit that isn't dangerously low. And I'm trying to get in shape for Sonic Expo Dallas, which, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, here, actually, let me do this. Here we go. I actually got this at Sonic Expo Dallas last year. This is, it's an event that gets put on by the wonderful people at Chaos Creators, and I'm actually going as a content creator to the Dallas one. So if you are in the Dallas area, it's going to be at the Mesquite Convention Center. Which one was it? It's the one with the giant rodeo field next to it, which there's not a whole lot of those. Even though it's Texas, you'd think there'd be a lot more. But yeah, if you want to see me there and you want to play Sonic R on my portable Sonic R kit I keep in this backpack, see if you can get your way over to Sonic Expo. I'll be very easy to spot, and if you want to find me, you could always just reach out over Discord, and I'll let you know exactly where I am. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely doing this in a safe, guided way. I would not recommend to just go on a crash diet out of nowhere. I have a specific goal in mind, and it's definitely for a 2-second joke. You guys know me. I'll do everything for a 2-second joke. Yeah, I'll be there, Pretzi. Dallas is next door. Yes, I can't wait to see you, Mad. You especially at Sonic Expo Dallas. If you do come out, I don't care what it is. I don't care what we do. I will loan you whatever hotel room I have. You are free to come by. But I have a personal trainer. She's actually a professional cosplayer, and, you know, she's been making sure I'm not going about slimming down in an unhealthy way. And she's also really loved a lot of the meals I've been making, which, again, special shout out to This Is Marta. a lot of the meals I've been making have been inspired by recipes that we send back and forth to each other throughout the day. Like, it's great. I love our relationship here, where we just randomly send each other TikToks and YouTube shorts of recipes every now and then. I unfortunately cannot Expo Dallas, but you already knew that. Yes, yes. Unfortunately, JR Stan is going to be bailing because JR hates me. It's the best kind of vibe. Yeah. I mean, I never understand why people are so finicky about getting messages back right away when you could, like, just send each other a recipe and then, like, maybe in, like, 3 days or something, you get a, ooh, this looks good. And then 3 days later, you send another recipe. Like, it's so easy. Friendship is so easy when you're not at each other's throats for not replying to you within 2 hours. All right, here you go. Here's my little energy shot. All this is a lot of sugar, but it's fine because, you know, sugar is necessary for life survival. On the ingredients back here, they got thiamine, vitamin B, something I can't pronounce, and then another vitamin B, and a little bit of sodium. Like, there's no caffeine in this. They do have a caffeinated version, which is pretty nice, but if you look at this looks a lot like a Staminin from the Yakuza series, which is kind of what turned me on to this in general. But it just is a Stamina. It's just vitamins, which it's silly, but like for me, having the brain juice that I have, unfortunately, caffeine doesn't work on me. But weirdly enough, this vitamin little mix does, so this will help me go. Yeah, it is. It is a medicine drop. So this, funnily enough, is what inspired Red Bull. I don't know if you guys drink Red Bull or know what Red Bull is, but, you know, it's just, you know, an energy drink out here. Some dude went to Thailand and was drinking, in their own words, a funny drink coming out of a tiny brown bottle that tasted really good. And I decided to use that flavor and those vitamins and then pump it full of caffeine and make my own drink. I do have a Stamina X, I think, in the other room. They're basically the same thing, but they're in green on this bottle, at least. I have to work for the Joker in Lego Batman the video game. Oof. Good luck. All right, now I'm ready to Tiger Drop the next round of Sonic R. Full heat meter. Tiger Drop. Where did I sit down my controller? Here we go. There we go. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna clear out this save file. Everybody supersonic racing. Yeah, professional gooning. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing here today. I am playing Sonic R with a hula hoop. We just took a little break at the end to yap a little bit. And now we're gonna start Tails. So, cool fact about Sonic R on the Saturn. If you don't press anything on the menu, it will automatically take you back to the title screen. This is something that got changed in future versions of the game because people wanted to just sit on the menu and look at these cool models. Yes, LC Kitchen Nightmares screwed. Or not Kitchen Nightmares, it was the Gordon Ramsay cooking show, whatever it calls. Master Chef. Here you go. Let's start this. Let's start our hoop. All right. You guys like the professional gyration? Hell's Kitchen, that's the one. Thank you. Not Kitchen Nightmares. Hell's Kitchen. I'm sick of Sonic R. When's Sonic S coming out? Well, if the S stands for Sam, my name is Sam, so technically we're playing Sonic S right now. Come on, hoop. Don't fail me now. I hit the wall again, and so the hoop fell a little bit. Ooh, I got an 18-second lap while hula hooping. Eat your heart out, speedrunners. All right. Here we go again. New rule. If I fail, I gotta restart. Like, that's the thing about exercise. You're only cheating yourself if you decide to cheat. And obviously, I guess I could just pick up the hoop, pause, and restart. Or like pause and just keep going. But I feel like pausing and restarting is a great punishment that'll also keep my cardio up, keep my heart rate up, as well as keep my core engaged. Which is embarrassing that I failed on Tails. Tails is my best character. I also flubbed on this stage. This is one of my better stages, too. Come on, don't fail again. Can someone get me a 15-second clip of Sam hula hooping? Oh man, do I even want to know what you're gonna be doing with that clip? I have zero experience with dating. All I'm saying is you should find somebody who looks at you the way Pretzel looks at Sonic R. Aerostar? What did I just wake up to? Hi! Welcome to watching me hula hoop while playing Sonic R. If you like my hips gyrating and you like my Sonic R to be R-ing, you're in the right place. All right. Radical City, take one, as Tails.
Ready, set, go.
I haven't done a hula hooping stream in a while. I kind of miss this. Would you guys like this to be a more regular feature of the channel? Like, I won't say I'll be doing, like, you know, weekly streams or anything, but, maybe we could work up to it. So you're Sonic R-ing it? Yeah, of course. We up R-ing our hoops? Alright, I messed with my wall walk. It's fine. Okay. Just moving. A little too sharp there, but that's okay. We still got a single bounce. I didn't get as cool a drift there. Alright, that was also a bit of a flub on the wall walk. It's fine. Now, a lot of people don't notice, but you can actually walk along that edge, get another jump, and his tails will use that to jump over the wall. This Ring Fit Adventure game looks great. Yeah, Ring Fit Adventure, but it's actually good. More Pretzel streams is more better. That's just a scientific fact. I'm glad you think so. Alright, let's get to the next stage. Pelvic thrust. Woo! Woo!
Ready, set, go!
Now the plan is that I'll be playing through the game with all the starter characters. So that's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. If we still have some time at the end of the stream, I will probably try to get an Egg Robo run in. Which basically means I have to unlock Egg Robo first. The only problem with this is that I don't think the battery on the controller is going to last long enough. So we will be probably switching over to the wired controller soon. Hit the wall in the wrong angle. Whoa! Thank you for the super, man. I didn't even see it at first because I was so focused on hooping. I wasn't even talking. I was so locked in. The Egg Robo mention. The Egg Robo. The Egg Robo. The Egg my Robo. This isn't Bugs Bunny in Double Trouble. No, unfortunately, it's not. Hear me out on Egg Robo. I don't know if I can hear you out, Arrow. I don't know if I can hear you out. I mean, Sky Sanctuary is a nice zone and all, but...
Ready, set, go!
I was trying to scratch my face and almost dropped the hoop. Almost. But I didn't, because I am good. I'm really not. Another bubble. Of course I did. Alright. Four more months to my special day. Awesome, awesome. In preparation for the Supersonic project. Yes, it is a Supersonic project. Or a super secret project? Yes, I can't read. There we go. 4 more Egg Robos till Egg Robo takes over the Egg Robo. Oh, congrats on the new phone. What are you doing with it first? I mean, I guess besides watching me if you're watching on your phone. I guess I really didn't need to stop hooping for this. See, that's one perk of the load screens on this game.
Ready,
It gives me time to make sure I got my hoop going right. Loving it. my perfect slide. Sorry, I have a couple more laps to try. You know, I don't need the shortcut yet. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can get a better slide around that corner this time. Because in the Saturn version, you actually can lock tails into the, there we go. Come on, come on. Nope, 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 nope. Ah. I didn't go steep enough, but it was almost there. Can you tell I've played this game way too much? Just kidding. There's no such thing as too much Sonic R. Been rocking the same phone since December 2022. I've been rocking the same phone since 2017. I still have a Samsung Galaxy S9. I bought it new from Best Buy. Next you do this on a treadmill. Treadmill while hula hooping? I mean, okay. I mean, I can walk a little bit, but not very much. I was about to pass out when I thought I heard you say too much Sonic R. Oh, of course it does. Sonic R is great. Treadmill. Or Teedmill. What a title. Hey, Sonic Speed Network, welcome on in. We're hula hooping while playing Sonic R. Alright, so we're working on Knuckles now, which funnily enough, despite Knuckles being the speedrunner's choice of character, I never really play as Knuckles very often. Good night, Mika. Thanks for coming by to the stream, and for watching my hips gyrate for, how long we've been up? Oh, over an hour now? Have you ever burned out on Sonic R, like, ever? No. Like, I don't know if you guys were here for any of my big, long, super marathon streams, but, I do what we typically call around, like, 1,000%, where I basically 100% the game with each character in the game for, a total of 100%, so that's gonna be 1,000%, right? But we've also done those where I've doubled up the 1,000% by another 1,000% by playing it on GameCube right after playing it on Saturn. And then we've even done a triple where we do GameCube, Saturn, and PC all in one stream. It's about an 18-hour stream. I think that's roughly where I was last time I did that, the 3x3. And I still, I played Sonic R the next day. It's a great game. Wait. There you go. I think I picked Tails by mistake. Just out of habit. Alright, here we go. Knuckles. Starting our Knuckles run. I don't play as Knuckles very often, so this will be pretty sloppy.
Ready, set, go!
Like, when you have a game that you can do this much in and still not experience the full game, it's like, why stop? playing Sonic R while hula hooping. Randomly came to the stream and saw Peak. Of course. I only play Peak over here because, you know, every game is Peak. As long as you're the right person for it. But also, Sonic R is my favorite game of all time. Oh, so that's what, yeah, see? We're hula hooping while playing Sonic R. It's a weird camera angle. I'm sorry, I need to adjust my stream layout, but... Have you ever eaten a copy of Sonic R? Can't say that I have. I have, you know, made things that say Sonic R and then eaten those. Like if I was ever decorating cookies or something, I would make a cookie that says Sonic R, or like one that has R on it, or a cookie shaped like Sonic. I'd eat those. But not an actual copy of Sonic R. They're here for Sonic R. I generally loved your 2 videos about it. You did such a fantastic job explaining the game. I'm glad you think so. A lot of people don't think so. Because, you know, God forbid I like a game that somebody doesn't, which tends to happen quite often. Is there a way to lower the game's volume? Yes, actually, there is. Let me fix that. Let's see, is that gonna be a little better? I also am speaking a little far away from my mic while hula hooping, so that might be why the volume gets a little out of whack. How many Sonic R do you need to change a light bulb? IDK, just grow longer legs. Yeah, it's great. Perfect. Thanks for letting me know.
Ready, set,
Too loud.
go!
My Sonic R is too dank. I'm not gonna make it. I tried. No problem. No, guys. Michael did this. Don't be stealing Michael's credit. Michael came into the stream out of the kindness of their heart to tell me that my audio was busted. And you guys are out here trying to use your I'm a hard pretzel regular clout to steal from poor Michael. Well, I will not stand for this. I wish YouTube had like a VIP system, just like give you VIP as a gag. That'd be so funny. Thanks for the credit. Yes, of course. Today will go down as the day that that Michael saved the stream. Like, it's my mom's birthday today, but you know what? I think what we'll do instead, I'll celebrate Michael. Michael not only watched my videos, but also came to a live stream, but also saved us from bad audio balancing. Truly the champion that the Sonic R fandom deserves. Would I be a VIP? All of you guys would be VIPs, I'm sure. If Twitch didn't limit how many VIPs I could have, I'd probably make all of you guys VIPs. Everybody be a VIP but me. Yes. Because if everybody's super... Which, I don't know, by the way, if you guys are interested, I am thinking about bringing back my Twitch channel a little bit. It's not like it went anywhere, I just haven't used it in pretty much a year, and I realized that if I don't use it in a year, they're gonna take away my affiliate. So, I should probably use it. Would you guys be interested in some little Twitch streams again? For, you know, the handful of you that actually have me in both places? Because what I've typically done on my Twitch channel is I've used that for my non-Sonic content, while my Sonic content is usually stuck here over on YouTube. Because, hey, I'm a filthy Sonic tuber on YouTube. But on Twitch, I don't have the same boundaries. Twitch stream shenanigans, I wouldn't mind it. Oh no! I hit the wall. I took a step too far back and hit the wall. Time to restart. We made it to lap 3. Yeah, I don't really use Twitch much either these days. Like, I go there to watch a couple people. Like, you know, if Fred's live, I'll go there. If Marta's live, I'll go there. There's a couple other people I go to Twitch for now and then. They're, you know, if they show up in chat, I'll give them a little shout. I mean, JR Stan, but, I mean, that's not watching Twitch. You're watching his dad fart in a trailer. Which is, you know, crazy that Twitch allows that kind of content. I think we need to start a new trend on Twitter. Fart streamers are stealing my views. Oh, yes, yeah, we did. My mom's name does start with an M, but it's not Martha. There is also Marta in the chat. She's famous. She actually has her own convention. If she's still lurking. Yes, Alex McGee, a bit of a surprise stream. Almost the same birthday and same mom birthday. That's funny. No, mom isn't called Martha. Are we just going through all the M names? Maybe, hey Mad, maybe after stream you and I can compare mothers' names. Because my mom's name is technically French. Motos? Even the game is telling you to work it out with that hula hoop. Yes, yes it is. Hey, Crozy! Haven't seen you in a minute. I also haven't streamed in a minute. Damn, then I guess if you were battling to the death, you would never settle your difference with your mother's names both being the same. I don't know anything about French, sadly. I live in Dallas. Yes. Right next to the Thunderdome, right?
Ready, set, go!
Yesterday I was having issues with Gems Collection where Sonic R after 2 stages would crash for no reason. That is very interesting. Are you playing on a hardware or through Dolphin? I know sometimes Dolphin has some issues depending on which render pipeline you're using. It's especially noticeable in things like Sonic the Fighters. It's a very weird bug, but you get some weird crashes and texture glitches if you're using like a, say, Vulcan or something. Hardware through Nintendo don't. Ah, okay. See, I do mostly everything I can as vanilla as possible. For example, this is actually running the Saturn version of Sonic R. I'm playing it on a Sega Saturn. I have the retro-bit wireless Saturn controller, which is also pretty nice. But this is a real copy of Sonic R running through a real Saturn with a working disc reader. Yeah, that might be the case. I've heard mixed results with a few of the Nintendo readers. I don't really mess with it because my GameCube still works. If my GameCube were to, like, I don't know, be useless, maybe I'd look into getting one of those. Oh, you know what I could try? Ooh, hang on. Don't drop the hoop. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I haven't done this in a while. Not as Knuckles, at least. Ah, no. There's no way that's enough height. No! Sorry, guys. No helix skip today. The hoop. The hoop was too powerful. Couldn't helix skip. If you to work with Dolphin, it's probably on Porpoise. Thank you, Numpty. Thank you. I needed that. Yeah, exactly. It's very pricey to go for original hardware, which is why I try to avoid saying, you know, that you have to play on original hardware. My only sticking point is that if you're going to be making content for a game, be very, very truthful. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares if you are emulating a game, but if you are making an entire YouTube video telling me about how awful a game is and how glitchy it is and how slow it is and how laggy it is and how there's input delay or whatever, that's emulator issues. 9 out of 10 times. Like, there are so many Sonic R videos out there that are complaining about input lag and texture tearing and weird texture loops, when it's like, those are all the Midnaffin issues. Midnaffin has those issues just straight up. Even now, still has those issues. But people aren't forthcoming with the fact they're emulating the game, and they're using that to attack the game itself. Same thing happened with Shadow the Hedgehog on the GameCube. People were emulating that. Well, they might have been emulating the Xbox version as well through Xenia and stuff. But, like, you have these really weird, like, texture issues that come about when you have, like, a heat effect playing. So Shadow the Hedgehog is a really cool visual effect where it kind of, like, wobbles the screen around sources of heat, whether it's a fire or explosion. And on Dolphin and in certain Xbox emulators, those specific effects, it rips the textures apart because the emulators aren't programmed for it. And so you end up with these almost looks like a crash because of how poorly, these emulators are running. And people made videos saying that Shadow the Hedgehog is a glitchy mess because they never realized that the glitches are happening in emulator only. And yeah, the PC version does exist, and so does the Gems Collection version. Hey, Motos. YouTube just decided to send the notification. What did I miss? Hey, Jinx. Welcome. Amy doesn't have feet. She have car. Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, a lot of emulators straight up suck. Like, there are not very many good Xbox emulators out there. Like, the one I can think of is, like, Xenia, and that's mostly for 360 stuff. Samathan, I sent you a meme that you need to show. Okay. Alright, let me go over to the save data screen. Show this on stream. Okay. Alright, Thank you for making it a portrait-style meme, as the kids say. That thang be thangin'. Alright. Yes, here, let me save this. Thank you. Thank you for this. This will be my legacy. No, how do I save it without playing it? Alright. Thang it out, thang it out. The thang be thangin'. Yes, it is. Alright, so our final run for the night, or I guess the day, whatever it is, time isn't real. She's so thangin' thanger. Thanger? I hardly knew her. Alright, I haven't played as Amy in a while, so let's see if this even still is possible for me.
Go!
Alright. 38, 39, 40. I gotta wait a turn. It takes 10 seconds to recharge the dash, which you have to, like, kind of pay attention when you're using it. Ugh, no. I'm not dropping this hoop. I refuse. There we go. I almost dropped that hoop. Hot take to non-Sonic R fans, but Amy is fun and y'all suck. Yes. Yes, they do. It's like, you know, when you play a game with deliberately joke characters, the joke characters aren't supposed to be good. Like, these are supposed to be show-off characters, challenge characters, get good characters. They're gimmick characters. Like, they're supposed to be bad. They're supposed to be, hey, you think you're good at the game? Okay, now play the game again as Amy. Figure it out. Same thing with Supersonic. He's supposed to be busted. He's supposed to be the best character in the game. You give your little brother Sonic, or Supersonic, to play as, and then you play as Amy. And you still kick him to the curb. You show him what's up. That's what these characters are for. It's like people have never played a video game before in their lives. Because having a very clear and obvious busted option, busted both good or bad, that's kind of the point of the game. You're supposed to have lack of balance for the sake of replayability. If everything was perfectly balanced, then your skill would be the deciding factor here. And if you're trying to have a game that has a multiplayer focus, sometimes a game that isn't supposed to be a skill-focused multiplayer is going to, be harmed. Like, have you ever played Smash Brothers with somebody, but that somebody is like a tournament-level player and you're just trying to have fun and enjoy yourself with some, maybe even turn on items, maybe play as some silly characters. It's a mascot fighting game. You're supposed to be having fun with it. But then you always have that one guy who's got to start busting out all this intense tech, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. I love advanced tech in video games. But you can't be expecting everybody to have the same amount of fun with something like that. And I'd find Smash Bros., especially like the newest one, Ultimate, despite some clear standouts, like, of course you have Steve issues and everything, but for the most part, the game is fairly balanced for what it is. Like, with a roster of, almost 80 characters? And everybody is still at least relatively on the same footing? Like, even characters like Ganondorf aren't entirely unusable as long as you know what you're doing. Like, games can be silly fun, and you can have completely out of balance characters. I mean, take half the Dragon Ball fighting games out there. You guys could play as, the same characters or something, but also, why do that when you could have, Yamcha go against Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? Like, that's where the fun comes in. Even if you get your butt whooped. And so if somebody is completely cracked at Sonic R like me, I would, I'd let them pick my character. You want me to play as Egg Robo? Fine. You want me to play as Tails Doll? Fine. You want me to play as Amy? Fine. I will. I'll play as any character. I probably won't win if you actually have at least some idea what you're doing. But if you don't, it's a great way to balance the game and keep it fair. Like when I was playing Sonic R at at Sonic Expo Atlanta, at Sonic Expo Dallas last year, and even at a couple conventions this summer I went to, that's literally what I did. I would get people their own, I'd teach them how to play the game, and then I'd show them, here's Supersonic. He's a, very, very good character. And, people would like Supersonic, they'd play a few rounds, busted character, and then I'd still come in with somebody like Amy or Tails Doll or even Egg Robo, and then kick them to the curb. Like, that's the fun of the game. Because there's always more to learn, there's always more to experiment. Unrelated, but can you do a video on Sonic the Fighters? I've thought about it, but honestly, there's actually a much better channel out there for Fighters content right now. Their name is Woostoons. We ran into each other through Sonic R, I think, at some point. And then they've done a lot of great content for Sonic the Fighters. It's like I could not do that kind of content better. Sonic the Fighters is not my wheelhouse. Yes, Woostoons is amazing. They have a lot of really, really, really good Sonic the Fighters content there. And like they actually know what they're talking about. They've been playing the game. I'd say probably to the point I play Sonic R, they play Sonic the Fighters, and they actually have a much easier way to look inside the game with things like modding tools and like, you know, code variables and stuff. They can look inside it. I'm not entirely sure. I've never asked. Not really my business.
Go!
Like, the only thing I care about if it's in your pants or not is if you have Sonic R in there. Like, I don't care who you are, what you like, what you do. As long as you like Sonic R, you're fine. Some may call me woke, but I'm just a Sonic R fan. Yeah, same here. Yeah, I feel like that's one of the reasons why whenever I show Sonic R footage, despite me really loving the soundtrack, I've actually met the vocalist of the game, TJ Davis. I actually got to play Sonic R with TJ Davis. We're oomfies on Twitter. Me and TJ, we're like this, right? And yet, even when I talk about Sonic R, when I show off Sonic R, when I'm, you know, talking about the game, if I were to simply say the music is great, that's the best part of the game, that's such an easy cop-out. You could say that about almost any Sonic game, just in general. Like, even Chronicles has a couple bangers. Spinball, that options music goes hard, alright? Even Sonic Eraser has its moments. Sure, it takes a couple drinks to get there, but Sonic Eraser does have some semblance of an organization there. But like, if I were to sit here and say the music's good, okay, so Sonic and the Secret Rings, great music, great soundtrack. So does that mean it's the greatest game of all time? Yes, Metropolis Street Racer is also really good. It's like when people want to hammer in on one specific quality that makes a game good or bad, next thing you know, you're going to have other games with those qualities that suddenly don't apply. People want to say Sonic Adventure is the greatest game of all time because of, I don't know, alternate playable characters. But next thing you know, Sonic Heroes, people are complaining about Sonic's dumb friends.
Set, go!
You have people that hate things like, you know, Sonic Frontiers for how open they are. But then you have Sonic Adventure, where the whole point of a lot of the stages is to skip it with a lot of different shortcuts you make by, you know, jumping off platforms. It's good in Sonic Adventure, but when you're playing Sonic R and you skip out half the stage, it's bad game. Nostalgia is only good when it's my nostalgia. We call that sauce. Like, I like the sauce in Sonic and the Black Knight because that's the game I grew up with. Every other game is just sauceless, no aura. I mean, that's the thing with music in general. Like, does the music need to fit? Like, who decided that all racing games have to sound the same? That's how we have music like, you know, from the Daytona soundtrack. Those big, awesome, like, vocal tracks that, to this day, are total earworms. I still listen to, you know, the expert mode, the Sky High, and of course, Rolling Start. All fantastic songs that, at the time, even the people making the game were doubting that vocal tracks were the direction to go. Oh yeah, I literally said that, literally just this morning. Nostalgia is only good when it's my nostalgia, to make fun of somebody. And I'm already getting the, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, that's not what it means, that's not what it means. And like, okay, dude, define it then. Define it then. What is sauce to you? What is aura to you? And it's always going to be stuff like, well, yeah, well, the Ukiwa art style back in like 2001 had so much more some kino and passion and aura skibbity. Like, dude, it's fine. Just say you like Sonic Adventure. You don't need to, you know, turn this into some sort of objective crackpot rant. Obviously, you just like the adventure art style, which is fine to say. It's not a problem to say that. You don't have to call it sauce and then penalize every game that doesn't have the sauce. Unfortunately, not every game is going to have the same art style. Not every game is going to have the same gameplay style. Not every game is going to have the same mechanics, same characters, same stories, same writing, same everything. But I could go to, like, say, you know, Super Mario World and say that Mario being able to fly with a cape is the sauce. And now every game that Mario can't fly with a cape is no longer sauceful. Like, take Mario Galaxy, for example. You can fly, but it's not with a cape. It's only temporary, and it's in very limited areas. I don't like that. I would much prefer to have the cape or the Tanuki tail or anything that allows me to fly wherever I want. That's the sauce. That's exploration. Does that mean Galaxy has no exploration because I can't fly wherever I want, whenever I want? Does that mean Mario 64 has no exploration because I can't explore exactly how I prefer to explore? No, that's bullshit. That's not how this stuff works. I like blue cheese dressing. Your apple turnover doesn't have blue cheese dressing. It is sauceless and bad. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Did you see Sonic fighting Skibidi Toilet? You called it. Always have. Always have. It's always Sonic games are generic till they try something different and then it's bad and the game sucks. Yeah, it goes so back and forth all the time. Like, Sonic fans want something new, and then they get something new, and it sucks. Like, I'm not going to say that I like Sonic Frontiers. I genuinely do not like Sonic Frontiers. But I appreciate them at least trying something that isn't just Boost Formula 4, the game. Like, I don't care for Boost Sonic anymore. I've been over Boost Sonic. It's fine. We can just push it to the wayside. We're fine. Everything is okay. We can move on. Even if we have a disastrous result, I'd much rather have something experimental and fresh and fun than having us go through New Super Mario Bros. Wii for the 4th or 5th time in a row. Like, New Soup is a great series. I love New Soup. But it will get boring if that's the only gameplay style that you're getting on that console for a while. Like, it's fine that Sonic decides to do something else here and there, and it's okay. I'm not hurt that Sonic made a game that doesn't appeal to me. Let's see, how long have we been up for? Where's my timer? We're almost up for 2 hours. You know, I think we have time for an Egg Robo. My controller still has battery, so let's just go until my battery wears out. MSR is surprisingly unknown. When it came out, it was the best racer on the console, though. It also gave birth to an amazing franchise, PGR. Yes! I still have to play PGR. I have the games. I just haven't set up my Xbox yet. Mario on the Wii U was just soup and Maker, but honestly, that was all it needed. Like, and see, that's the thing. Mario Maker was great. Again, I don't really care for a lot of build-your-own games, but I loved the idea of finally introducing that concept to a normal Mario game. They had build-your-own puzzles and things like the March of the Minis and stuff like that. They had like little level builders, but they didn't have a traditional Mario builder until, you know, Mario Maker. And that was really cool. Again, I don't care for Mario Maker much, But having that was really cool, and I'm glad they added it. And I'm glad that's something that got adapted into Mario Maker 2. And I'm glad something that got added to Mario Maker 3DS. And I really hope we see a Mario Maker Switch. Again, here, let me emphasize. Let me like get the big camera here. Even if I don't like the game, here, I'm gonna look directly at you guys. Even though I do not like Mario Maker, it's okay if a Mario Maker comes out on Switch, and I want one to come out. It's really cool to see, and I want to see like a very enhanced like Switch 2 version of Mario Maker that has so many crazy things. Like I know they have the Mario Maker Switch, but I mean like for Switch 2, obviously. That's the one I'm talking about. But like if they had like a big Switch 2 Mario Maker, right? Let's go like Mario Maker 3 for the Switch 2, which sounds stupid. But whatever they call it, like that is such a cool thing. And I love seeing all the creative things people have done with it. I loved seeing all the work people put into these stages. I loved watching so much content for Mario Maker gameplay, even though I don't like the game. And that's how I feel about a lot of stuff I don't like. I don't like Sonic Generations. I don't like Sonic Frontiers. You know what I could do? We're on the internet. I can just watch somebody else play it. I don't have to play it myself. It's really not as complicated as people are making it out to be. It's not as aggressive or as egregious of a problem as people make it out to be. People just don't seem to realize you could just not buy a game you don't want to play. Or better yet, just wait for it to be on sale. Have somebody gift it to you. I don't care. Emulate it. I don't give a shit. But like when you're sitting here making this your entire personality that you got scammed into buying a digital deluxe edition pre-order before the game even showed any gameplay whatsoever, and you got it just on hype, that is your problem. Skill issue, dumbass, point blank. Like, just wait. There is no problem with waiting for a game. It's so easy to do. I waited until I knew I was going to want to play Crossworlds before I bought the Crossworlds. I waited. People bought the Digital Deluxe Edition before we even saw gameplay. Because, of course, everything in the industry now is announcing a Digital Deluxe Edition before the game even comes out. And yeah, you could. You could have refunded for a pre-order if you didn't want it. But people make this their entire gimmick. Like, if you don't like Crossworlds, great. I'm playing Sonic R because I also do not care for Crossworlds very much. Like, it's a great game, and as far as kart racers go, it's a great kart racer. But as you can tell, I'm not playing a kart racer. I'm playing an on-foot racer, a platforming racer, an exploration racer, an arcade-style racer. Whatever you want to define Sonic R as, that's what I'm playing, because I like this style of racing way better than Mario Kart style racing. Which, unfortunately, despite Crossworlds having a lot of cool arcade flair to it, it does still fall into a lot of the tropes of kart racing with these heavy items and, you know, a lot of these more compressed stages and having way too many other racers there, so many chaos. We don't need that. For me, I like Sonic R because the items are not very competitive. You don't have to worry about getting bullet billed or, I guess, big ghosted. You don't have to worry about getting King Boom Boo and just, like, blowing up your race at the last second. You don't have to worry about getting Mario Karted. You just have to worry about sucking, which is why I like Sonic R so much. I came back and the first thing I hear is I'm not playing a kart racer. Exactly, I'm not. And so if you're not going to find value enough out of a game to pay $90 for a digital deluxe edition, here's a life hack for you. Fucking don't. If you're not going to get $90 of value out of a $90 game, don't spend $90. Wait a month. Get it on sale. Don't even play it at all. Go play Mario Kart World if you want to. I'm not telling you don't play Mario Kart. Go play Mario Kart if you want to play Mario Kart. Just don't play Crossworlds when you wanted to play Mario Kart. Don't play Crossworlds when you don't like Crossworlds. No, pretzel, I must consume. No, please, please do not consume. All of you vote with your wallet people are out here buying these digital deluxe editions. What is that telling the people making these digital deluxe editions? That you're dumb enough to buy them even though you don't like them. That is literally all it's telling them. If you are really going to vote with your wallet, vote with your wallet. But no, apparently it's the game's problem for releasing the game exactly as they told you it was going to release. Releasing exactly what they wanted to put in. And you bought it. You're the victim because you reached into your wallet, actively pulled out your credit card, and actively made the self-decision to purchase a game. You could have just waited. You could have went off the gray market for all I care and gotten the game. You could have had a friend gift it to you. You could have went to a friend's house to play it. You could have played the demo. Exactly. Why even buy Crossworlds when Silk Song is 20 bucks? If you would rather play a game like Silk Song than a kart racer, go play Silk Song instead of the kart racer. But if you would rather play the kart racer, play the kart racer. It's not complicated, but people make it to be complicated. And yeah, exactly. If you're only going to play as the default characters, you don't need the DLC. So the consoles I have a Saturn, Dreamcast, Genesis, GameCube, Wii, Switch, Switch 1. I do have an Xbox Series S upstairs, and I technically have a PS4. It's currently, like, my Xbox and my PS4 are currently in custody by my brother. The PS4 basically lives up in his room. It gets a lot of use. It is a very useful console. I just don't have the space on my desk for a PS4. And I certainly don't have the space on my desk for a PS5. And plus, PS5 has no games, am I right? Tally on video count. 307. 307 clips? That is going to be one insane video. See, I had the means to get Crossworlds, and so I got it. As you can tell, I'm not playing it right now. But I've gotten $90 of value out of it. I got the Digital Deluxe Edition. I pre-ordered it. I got enough value out of it to justify my purchase. Meanwhile, with Sonic R, here I am spending, I think I got my Saturn for $100. I got Sonic R for $100. I got a second copy of Sonic R for another $100. And now I have this silly wireless controller that I think was like about 30 bucks or so. So my entire setup right now for Sonic R. Also, of course, my RetroTink 5X Pro that I have in, which is like 300 bucks, and SCART cables, which a friend of mine imported for me from Europe. These are not very cost-effective methods of playing Sonic R for you guys right now. But I've gotten so much value out of this game. And I'm still getting value. Like, I'm literally hula hooping while playing Sonic R. And I still haven't run out of stuff to do with this game. My portable Sonic R setup, the monitor I got was about 70 bucks. The GameCube I have a second GameCube, mind you. I got a second GameCube just to play Sonic R portably. That was another 90 bucks for that one. I got a second little upscaler. I have a GCHD on my main GameCube, and I have another GCHD on my portable GameCube. That's 2 GCHD scalers. That's expensive. I also have like 8 or 9 copies of Gems Collection. So this is actually a Retrobit. This is a Retrobit Sega Saturn controller. It's officially licensed, wireless, Saturn that works on the Saturn, 2.5 gigahertz. I believe they have a Bluetooth version as well. It's easy to tell which consoles are worth getting. Does it have Quarth? A good console. It doesn't? It'll always be shit. That's just how it is. Exactly. Will you ever play Sonic R while playing Sonic R? You have multiple consoles and multiple copies, so... Well, that's the thing. So, Ivan, I actually did do that offline. With the Wavebird controller, you can actually double sync the one Wavebird to 2 ports. And so, I actually did play Sonic R twice at the same time. It was a lot of fun. Hey, no worries, Michael. Thanks for coming by. Hope you can pop by to the next one whenever I have it. Feel free to join the Discord server. All the links are down below. You can hop on in, chat whenever you want, and hear me rant about how much I hate contemporary Sonic fans. Yeah, just for Sonic R. Like, I have Gems Collection, and I do play a lot of games on it. Like, you know, I play Tales Sky Patrol on Gems Collection all the time. But I mostly got Gems Collection for Sonic R. Like, my first copy of Gems Collection, I want to say I got it in like 2006 or 2007. There was a local furniture store that was going out of business. And so, of course, my parents went in there with us because, hey, we're always looking for a good deal, a good bargain. And then I go to the electronics section because that's what every kid does. They go to the electronics section of the store because that's where all the video games are. And there was one copy of Sonic Gems Collection left. Probably didn't sell too well because, you know, they didn't restock it. I got the game because it had Sonic R. That was literally why I got it. The same game that I'd been playing on my computer since 1998, I got again, just so I could play it on GameCube with a controller. That was my the entire sales pitch for me. I was like, oh, I could play it on a GameCube controller. That's really cool. Why buy Crossworlds when FNAF 4 is $8? Yeah, you're right. Freddy Fazbear is not in Crossworlds yet, so... I don't know, if your value is tied to how much Freddy Fazbear you can see, unfortunately Crossworlds is not going to be for you. Oh yeah, no, I've been playing Sonic R pretty much since it came out. Like, it's been active in my computer. When I got it on PC, that wasn't enough. I got it a couple other times as well, because, you know, the game came out in November. I have a birthday next to Christmas, so I got Sonic R probably for Christmas that year. And then I got it again for my birthday, you know, because obviously not all relatives keep up to date on what relatives get which relatives presents. But why take back this best game in the world? So I had 2 copies of Sonic R even as a kid. And that wasn't enough for me. I taught myself how to bootleg games just so I could have a disc at my friend's house. So now whenever I went over to my friend's house, I could play Sonic R on his computer. Like, when you like a game, you gotta really just go in for it. How am I supposed to believe you that you like a game if you don't ever play it? Which is why it's always very funny to see the Sonic fans don't play Sonic games meme getting thrown around all the time. Because honestly, it's kind of true. A lot of the biggest Sonic and the Black Knight fans aren't actually playing Sonic and the Black Knight. A lot of the big Sonic Adventure fans aren't actually playing Sonic Adventure. The actual fans are playing the game right now. Like, you go to Twitch, and there's probably somebody playing Sonic Adventure right now. It's a very popular game to speedrun. It's a great game to speedrun. But all people want to do is go in there and tell you that their game is great. but they don't show you that the game is great. They don't tell you why the game is great. They just tell you that the new games suck and that their favorite game is better than your favorite game. I'm actually playing Crossworlds right now, and Sam, I think you'll really enjoy the rival system at higher difficulties, like classic arcade CPU is actively cheating. Yeah, I've seen so much of this cool rival interactions. Like, the only reason I haven't taken my Xbox back is because I really don't have space in my rack right now. I am going to be moving my furniture around probably after stream, and then, you know, by the time you see another live stream, camera angles are going to be all over the place. Story is great, therefore the game is great, despite never having played it. Makes no sense. Exactly. Like, if story really is all that matters to you in a game, there are games that are built for just story. But then, how can you sit there and complain that, you know, a story-based game also sucks because now the game sucks? People just want to pick and choose what things should be priorities at all times. If exploration-based platforming is a priority for you, awesome. So you like Sonic Adventure, great. Because you love the exploration-based platforming, awesome. So then why do you hate Sonic R? Why do you hate Sonic Lost World? Or are we going to sit here and say that Sonic Generations is still a great game, despite it having a lackluster story? Despite the story sucking, right? Why do you still hate Sonic Lost World? Why do you still hate Sonic Colors, despite the story sucking? Oh, Sonic Lost World is too hard to understand the basic mechanics of? Okay, cool. You would rather have a game that very openly explains everything you're doing, holds your hand the entire game to make sure you learn every mechanic possible? Why do you guys hate yellow tape so much? You can't have it both ways. If you think Lost World's a straight line, you gotta play Lost World more. By that same regard, Generations is a straight line. Like, pretty much all Boost Sonic is built on a straight line. With, you know, there's some deviation here and there, but do you know how much deviation there is in Sonic Lost World? You don't have to go in that straight line. What do you think of Lost World's story? I like the concept of the Deadly Six. I just really wish they really leaned into the whole tropey aspect of the characters. Like, you of course have the angry one, you have the fat one, you have the emo one, you have the girl one, you have the old one, you have the freaky one. They really should have just leaned into it. Like, they should have just been like, yes, he is the freaky one. He is Mr. Freaky. It's a tube in a straight line. Yeah, on like 3 stages. Like, I could pull up Lost World right now. A lot of the stages aren't even tubes. A lot of the stages even have 2D sections, which aren't tubes at all. Like, you could take you know, the big ending boss rush stage. That's not in a tube. And you deviate way more in that one than you do in Sonic Generations. Hell, Black Knight and Secret Rings could arguably be a tube, because you are going in a straight line the entire time. Like, there are some stages in Lost World that are tubes. There are some of them. But there's also a lot of stages that are not. And there is tons of deviation even in the tube stages. Like, you can take a Honeycomb Highway. There are different paths in Honeycomb Highway, and you literally are going in a straight line. That'd be interesting. I mean, I just don't think Infinite looks a lot like the Deadly Six, but I could see something like that coming up. Because it would have been nice to see the Deadly Seven. Not every tube is staged a straight line. Okay, fam, whatever you say. Whatever you say. Here I am playing Sonic Lost World for its diverse mechanics and splitting stage designs. All of its alternate paths. Like, we could play a stage of Sonic Generations right now. I'd have to find a way to get my stupid Steam copy to work. Alternate paths include top of tube or bottom. Okay, but then what about the stages that aren't tubes? You're forgetting all the stages that aren't tubes. Like, is it just the visual of a tube? Do you just hate cylindrical shaped objects? Because Generations has just as many, if not less, branching paths where if you just, I don't know, rounded off the edges, you could make it into a tube. Because you're not going anywhere. Like, I could technically say that this stage right here, Radiant Emerald, is the most expansive Sonic stage there ever was. Because look at the background. It's outer space. You could go infinite places. Infinite possibilities. Look, there's a star out there. That's bajillions of miles away. That's not how this works. It's just a visual trick. There are tubes, but there's also planetoids, there's also rectangles, there's also climbing sections that aren't in tubes. Like, once you play more than 3 stages of Sonic Lost World, you'll see there's more than just tubes everywhere. Yes, the air stage, the snowball stage, the Donkey Kong minecart stages. And I could also tell you, the Sky Chase Zone, the other Sky Chase Zone, the other Sky Chase Zone, the other Sky Chase Zone. They're all pretty linear, boring stages. Does that mean Sonic 2 is the worst game of all time because they have a couple linear stages? Do you know how many stages there are in Sonic Lost World? Sammy, you're looking at me, it's on your channel logo? I got you. I'll send it your way. Cyberspace exists and is recycled stages from old games. Exactly. Like, if you think cyberspace is a straight line, congratulations. So is Generations. The Sky Chase from Sonic 4 Episode 2 is actually peak. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, hey, take Sonic Unleashed. Everybody's favorite game right now because there was the big switch up on it, right? Do you know how many stages that you're flying in the plane and it literally is QuickTime Events, the game? All Mario Galaxy stages are moving from small egg-themed planet to small egg-themed planet. I have only played the first stage of Mario Galaxy. Exactly. There we go. The bonus stages in Sonic Lost World is awful. Yeah, if you're playing on the Wii U, they don't have the special stages in that one, a little trampoline. But you know what also has terrible bonus stages? Sonic Heroes, which is literally a tube. Sonic Heroes has more tube stages than Sonic Lost World does. You have 7 Chaos Emeralds to get. That's at least 7 tubes, but that's not all. There's double the tubes, because you can also play the one in the first act that is just the extra lives. Is Sonic Heroes a bad game because it has tubes in it? If you play Sonic Adventure, there's a few stages that are tubes, like you're in a tube. Take the pinball stage, the casino night stage, where you're in a pinball table, and then if you mess up, you're literally in a garbage chute, which is a tube. Like, you could play Sonic Generations in a straight line. You could literally hold forward and press X the entire game. For at least the first few stages, you're pretty easy to do that. 2 tubes per zone in Sonic Lost World minimum. Not even. Not even. Have you played Lost World? Have you played Lost World? Like, I don't even need to boot up the game. Here, let me actually go get a clip. I literally played the game on stream. I think it was 2 streams ago. Here, let me pull up my chair. There we go. Camera here. I don't know what dude has against tubes. Are they too phallic shaped or something? But even then. Hey, did you know that a tube can also go up and down? Like, here, where's the water bottle? Okay, here, I have a water bottle right here. Check this out. All right. This is what you think the tube is, right? You can bend it. And look, that little design that you made where you have that little line that wiggles. That little line that wiggles. Look. A lot of Lost World does this too, where you have a tube that wiggles. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, you can take the desert stage. That's not a tube. You can take the donut stage. That's not a tube. You can take any of the lava stages. Those aren't tubes. See if I can adjust this microphone. And you just hold forward in Sonic Generations, man. You just hold forward in Sonic Generations. Holding forward is not the be-all end-all of games. They're on top of the tubes. Okay, so all the stages where you're inside a tube, do those not count in your little fantasy now either? Like, you have all those cave stages where you're inside of a tube. Do those not count? Yes, more straight tubes. There you go. Let me plug in my mic. Going forward, Lost is my favorite thing to do because that's all I can do. If that's all you do, unfortunately, bro, I gotta tell you, that's just a skill issue. Like, I could play Generations by literally just holding up and pressing X. I'm just holding forward and I could beat Generations. That's the same thing. You could do more in Lost World. Should I open up a stage in Lost World and just walk forward? Because it's not going to pan out very well. It will work on the first stage, because it's the first fucking stage. Yes, I am building a tube. Right now. Yes, there are tube stages. Just how in Generations, there are stages where you just hold forward. But just because a stage exists doesn't mean that's the only stage that exists. Yes, linear stages exist. I don't know what you're not getting here, dude. Linear stages exist. That doesn't mean those are the only stages in the game. Like, should I just sit here and say that Sonic Unleashed is only QuickTime events in between areas? Here we go. We got Sonic Lost World up here. I don't think I have audio pulled up yet. Let's see. Where's my sound? I do not care for Sonic Unleashed. Cool. So what about Sonic Generations? All right, here we go. Yes, the hidden worlds, a lot of those tend to be pretty linear. And look, these are round. But here, we'll go to Lava Mountain 3. It's a tube, right? It's totally a tube. Definitely a tube. This is definitely a tube, guys. This is totally a tube. Oh, wait, what's this? It's not a tube? I'm just going straight. Here, look at me. I'm going only straight. I'm going only straight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something happened. You can't just go straight. Did you know what you can also do in this game besides go straight? Here, you know what? I will go straight, just for you. We're going straight. We're going straight. Look at that. Oh, no, I still fucked up. Oh, my cock and balls. They're just so straight right now. So, yes, you have other options. You can actually jump on stuff. You can run up stuff. Notice how this is not a tube. And now, guess what? Now we're going up. We're going up. Ah, man, I love it when tubes are not tubes. Am I a tube? Am I just one big tube? We're on YouTube after all. Maybe I am just a tube. Straight line simulator. Cool, so should I throw up Generations and also be a straight line?
What? No flowers?
Oh man, this tube right here, this green tube I had to just punch. Oh man, look at this. Also, not a tube. I just got hit by a tube. There's little chickens shooting tubes at me. Oh, wait, there you go. There's the cannon. The cannon's a tube. Oh, man. My cock and balls. My cock and balls. I just saw a tube. I saw a tube. And now I'm unerected. Here, you said Sky Road is also a tube, right? Here's Sky Road. You see these, like, right angles everywhere and how they're not tubes? You see how these are also tubes? Are they? I don't know. I think these are tubes. I think it's a tube.
Your fate is to be destroyed. Why don't you just accept it?
Like, does this mean that everything in classic Sonic games are also tubes? Because, you know, if going in a straight line is a tube, and you do straight lines in classic Sonic games, it must be a tube. Green Hill Zone has tubes in the original Genesis game. Is that a tube? Oh man, this tube, so many tubes, so many tubes. Here we go. Here's another one. We have the Silent Forest. It's not a tube stage, it's a 2D stage. Here's a tube. This whole game is a tube, except you're not on top of the tubes. You said all I'm doing in Sonic Lost World is going on top of tubes? Look at this, I'm inside the tube now. Sorry, I should have put a trigger warning for tubes. My bad. And here we go. Oh, here we go. Here's a tube stage. Here's a tube. This one is a tube. This one is definitely a tube. I said going forward in tubes. Okay, here. Here we go. Even though it's a sphere, but I'm holding forward. I'm holding forward. I'm holding forward. I'm holding forward. Oh, man, I gotta do something? I actually have to jump? Okay. Still going forward in a tube. All right, here we go. We're going forward, going forward. Oh, man, I gotta do something again. Fuck this game. I gotta do something again. Fuck this game. I can't believe I have to go forward in a Sonic game. I have to go forward in a Sonic game. Oh. Oh. Going forward? It's ruining me. Oh, man. What do you mean I can't just endlessly run forward here and get to the goal? Oh. Oh, no. Oh. My small, shriveled up paradigm. Oh. I can't just go forward here. It's over. It's over. Here, let's see. Here are the Frozen Factory stages, right? The only go forward Frozen Factory stages. Here's Frozen Factory 1. It is a tube. It is a tube. Here we go. I just love tubes so much. Here we go. Going forward. And yeah, we'll do some minimal platforming here. There's a lot cooler stuff you could do on this stage, but we'll play it. We'll play it as the YouTubers intended. By going directly straight. Now, fun part on this stage is that you actually do have to engage with the mechanics in the one of the sections here. So let's go forward. Try not to do anything cool. I gotta avoid that. Let's just go this way. Avoiding all the stuff you could do. Here's another tube, but guess what? We're going forward. We're going forward, going forward. And here we go. We're in the next area. We're in another tube. We're going tube to tube here. All right, here we go. Going forward, going forward, going forward. Oh no, I fucked up my jump. I better just keep going forward though. I better just keep going forward. Going forward is all that matters. All classic games are just holding right. They are bad. Exactly. Here we go. We're going forward. I'm going to go as straight as the line as I possibly can. I know it's hard for me to go straight. I got pink hair and pronouns here. So I can't really go straight very easily. Forward is the way. Exactly. There you go. Straight line in a tube. We got it. Here we go. Straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. Oh, I'm going backwards? What is this? What happened? Oh, wait, what's this? It's a different ball? A ball, and now a tube? Oh, man. Now I don't have to press anything at all. It's an auto section? What is this? An Arrow Chaser segment in Sonic Colors? What is this? One of those little 3-lane runways in Generations? I hate those games. Ew, disgusting. But I love Generations because it's the best game ever. So much forward straight lines. Here we go. We'll play Straight Line, the game. Here we go. Well, let's go to Generations. I don't know how I'm going to get this to run because Generations does not run on Steam. I do not care for 3D Sonic games. So what, should I just play Sonic 1? That's an easy one to throw up. Here, let me switch my SCART cable. Where did I set my games? There you go. Not for resale, Sonic 1. I don't have work today, so we could really go all day if you guys want to. Here you go. Game capture. Add Remedius 16:9. Switch this guy over. Let's quit out of Lost World. And hey, this gives me the perfect opportunity to try out my wireless controller on this. Here we go. And now let me switch my input over. Oh, wait, is this my dirty cartridge? Yeah, hang on. Hang on, guys. I gotta clean out my cartridge here with, unfortunately, a cylinder shape. Where did my open one go? I had an opened isopropyl alcohol somewhere around here. Last Bros stay winning? Yes, yes they do. If this one doesn't clean out, I do have my Mean Bean Machine copy, but unfortunately beans are rounded shapes, which count as tubes. There you go. Look at how much gunk is on this. Alright, let's see if we got something. Not yet. There we go. Alright, you guys ready to see a tube? Alright, here we go. So much platforming, wow. We're going in a straight line. Oh, wow. Is this what peak gaming is like? Going in a straight line? Going in a straight line? I love straight lines. I love them so much. Oh man, what the fuck? Is that a tube? Oh no, no. Erectile dysfunction. Tube speedrun. Yeah, no wonder it's not for resale. Nobody want to buy this piece of crap that has a tube in it. Here, but it's okay. Sonic 2 is the GOAT Sonic game, so there's definitely not going to be any tubes in that game. Sonic franchise 2%, erotic comments included. I mean, we could play Mania. Mania has just as many tubes. Here we go. Here's Sonic 2. 2%. Hang on, let me open up my clipping tool. Here we go. Oh man, I love a straight line. 2D Sonic is so good. Hell yeah. So far, no tubes. So far, we're okay. We're fine. Just going in a straight line and we're loving it. I'm avoiding the half-pipe special stages, though, because those are basically just tubes, but with an open top. And as we all know, tubes are illegal. Where's that blocky, flat level design Sonic Lost World's famous for? It's right here. We're going in a straight line, dude. I don't, like, are you not seeing the straight line we're going in? Oh man, an enemy. I sure wish Lost World had enemies. Why doesn't this game have curves? Hey. Hey. You want to see some curves? You want to see some curves? Hey. 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 You want to see some curves? You want to see some curves? Do you want to see some curves? Oh, I can handle curves like a pro. Look at that. Oh, there's a curve right there. Oh, man. Oh, I love curves. Oh, I love curves. Hey, we got through the first stage with no tube. Show the Lost World curves? Yeah, sure, we go to the desert stage. The desert stage doesn't have the curves. I can't see that 2D stages have flat sections because I don't understand perspective. Pretty much. I mean, hey, for all we know, this could be a tube right here. Like, what if this is a rounded tube? I mean, it sure looks that way in Sonic Adventure 2 when you play this stage. Or when you play Green Hill Zone, at least. I love going in a straight line. I love going in a straight line. Oh! Man! We were going so well, and then I fell into this tube. Aw. I hate my life. My life is falling apart. The kids left me. They took my job. You have Master System, right? Get Cyber Shinobi so you can explain the importance of frame rate in games. Technically, that's a tunnel, not a tube. Oh, thanks, Ivan. You saved the run. You saved the run. Here we go. We'll play everybody's favorite game right now. Let's go game capture. I think this is going to be in a widescreen game. I haven't played the Steam version of this game in a while. All right, so let's see. Window capture. Here we go. It's not gonna be a perfect crop because I don't play this crap, but cool. So should we play Sonic Adventure? Oh, that is loud. Oh, that's disgusting. All right, let's turn that way down.
Select a file.
Oh, I don't have my completed save file here. That's fine. We'll play with Tails.
Select your character.
Just kidding. I lied. We're playing with Sonic. I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, I remember this save file. I need a save file of me fighting Chaos. Wait a minute. Is this a round area? Is that a C word? A curve in my Sonic game? Oh no, I'm on a rounded shape. What am I gonna do? I'm just in one singular tube. What am I gonna do? Life is just a tube. So, you're saying that the games you don't care about don't count. Like, they don't count, right? Is that what we're getting here? So, you're gonna make complaints about games, but then not care about the games that are those exact complaints? Alright, so here we go. We'll go to Sonic Mania here. Let's see, do I still even have that on Steam still, or did I get rid of it? Oh man, I uninstalled it. Oh, but you know what I do still have? We haven't streamed this in a while. Here, hang on. Here, we'll stream peak gameplay right now. Where are you? It's alright. JR's computer has plenty of me moaning on it. It can handle it. Here we go. Oh, wait, I turned off the music in this, didn't I? Let's see, where do I go to turn it back on? Oh, well, we don't need it. We don't need the music. Here we go. I'll turn on my own music. Oh, yeah, here we go. What's this? Branching paths? Is Sonic 4 actually goated with the sauce? We got sh-movement now? We're platforming? Oh no, I took damage because of an enemy. I can't just go in a straight line? What is this? Is this the perfect game? I had to jump there. Mandatory platforming in a Sonic game? Oh, here we go. Everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite little tube there. I love tubes. 2D Sonic. Hey, if you're willing to say Sonic 4 is better than Lost World, then I'll take it. I like Sonic 4 over Lost World. Like, have you actually played Lost World? Like, it really sounds like you're kind of just talking out your ass here. Because, yeah, there are tube stages, but look, there's a tube right there. Like, you're missing out on a lot of this game by just insisting all of its tubes. The 3DS version that has more tubes and more linear segments. Oh man, Splash Hill's looking a lot more like Green Hill with all these gimmicks. Yeah, Lost World has platforming too if you actually platform. Like here, I can just hold straight forward. Is this not a platformer now that I'm not jumping? Oh, this is from Super Hang-On. Here, well, because I could actually platform in Lost World. It's not hard to do. Let's see, that song in specific, though. Let me pull it up. Where are you? Yeah, that was Winning Run. I was about to say Outright a Crisis, but that didn't sound right. Here, we'll even go to the desert stage that you claim is all tubes. Let's see if my speedrun strats still work on it. I haven't played it in a while. Here we go. Desert Ruins 1. I mean, there's a little bit of a curve. I mean, you see more in an airplane, but... Man, it sure sucks that I can't just go in a straight line. I actually have to go around and around and around and jump over stuff. And, like, I could platform. I could climb up, get stuff, go other ways, but if I gotta play like a douchebag, here we go. I love going in a straight line. So is anything round a tube to you? Alright, cool. So I'll just keep holding forward. I'll keep holding up. Aw, man. I sure wish somebody would just fuck me with a rusty spoon. I can't go forward anymore. This is a tube. Yes, but now you're going in a different direction. So is changing direction not allowed? Because it's just going to be a tube? What about Sonic CD? That's just a tube. You have to change direction. Compare the stage to any other 2D Sonic stage. Okay, any 2D Sonic stage. No, changing mechanics isn't allowed. Okay, so no Sonic Spinball. I was looking for Sonic 3. I couldn't find it because it was inside my and Knuckles. Technology. Oh man, an automated straightforward segment with no platforming? Fuck. Oh, guys, no, is that a tube? Is that a tube? Oh, no, a tube! Ah, 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 ah! Oh, what, another tube? Ah, I'm still going forward! And a tube! And now there's a boss that I can't even kill because it's just an automated cutscene. In the whole desert zone. So, because I jumped, because I had to jump, what was that, 4 times? Here, wait, we'll reset this. We will actually do a jump count for you. We will do a jump count for you. Can somebody keep an official timer? Or better yet, here, wait, I got something. I got something for just this situation. Your least favorite streamer comes prepared. All right, so let's see. I think it was control. What is my hotkeys on this thing? All right, here we go. You guys ready to bring back the classic? Here, let me shrink this down. And here we go. We brought back our guy. So, we can keep track of our jumps. We can keep track of our jumps now, everybody. All right, so new save file. All right, we'll even do a no save. All right, guys. Automated segment. Everybody take off your shirts for this automated segment. Everybody knows tits out for Harambe. Well, tits out for automation. I actually really do like Sonic 3, by the way. I'm taking the piss because I love taking the piss. First 20 seconds versus all desert zone, remember, exactly. Okay, we've encountered our first jump. Technically, I could actually build up a little more speed there and then get around that, but it's fine. We will also we're gonna play this like a dumbass, so we're gonna play like a dumbass. We have our second jump. Here, I'll even add a third jump. We don't need to, like, we could be professional if we want. We'll add as many jumps as we possibly can, all right? So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. And we'll even add the 7. We'll count that as a 7. You know what? We'll count this as an 8. You know, a 9, 10. Here we go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 jumps, everybody. Let's go. All right. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm just adding numbers now. 28, 29, 30. Not even getting the item. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 51 jumps, baby. Let's go. 51 jumps for a single act in this game. By, you know, of course, shitting the bed the entire time and jumping extra times. All right? So I'm only allowed 50 jumps in Sonic Lost World. Okay. Okay, I'll even take we'll even go to the first one. We'll even go to Splash Hill. Not Splash Hill, Green Hill. Oh, wait, no, not Green Hill. Windy Hill. Oh, wait, no, it's a Sonic Adventure stage, so it's got to be a different name. But whatever it is, we're going to go and do it. So let's add ourselves 51 slaps. There we go. 51 slaps, baby. And so I physically can't jump more than 50 times in just a normal set of platforming in this game. I can't just play this game normally. Because I could get about 50 jumps just in this one section alone. Even just playing normally, not as a total freak. But we'll go to the most tubey of tube stages because, you know, when you played Sonic Lost World, I imagine you only played the first stage anyway. So, here we go. We'll even do a time attack. So I could walk straight like a dumbass. But to go faster, you do need to jump. And look at that. You have your infinite drop dash here. You could wall jump. These don't count as jumps, by the way. I'm just showing you as examples what we could do if we wanted to. We could also go up on those other paths, all these other routes we have up here. We have stuff up there we can go for. We can go over this way and do stuff. But, again, we're doing this for the sake of Bro's very, very, very narrow mindset of what we got to do to here. So, yes, we can get through this without jumping at all. I counted all the springs as jumps in Sonic 3 because I have to make sure that we keep the super agenda alive. So mind you, I have not jumped yet. This is pure agenda posting here. Now I'm intentionally playing this game with as minimal jumps as possible. Because you can do it. Look. All this cool stuff I could jump up and do, all these mechanics I could engage with, no, we're not doing that here, folks. We're not allowed to engage, we're not allowed to explore, we're not allowed to go anywhere. It is a straight line only. Because you have the possibility to go in a straight line without jumping, without engaging with the mechanics, that is how everyone is going to play the game. Because it's possible, it's popsicle. Absolutely no other mechanics allowed. We're not counting the springs either like we did in Sonic 3, because it only counts as platforming in games I like. Like, I could go this way, which very obviously does require jumping, but because we have to play for, you know, the sake of a very fragile and misunderstood ego here, we're not jumping, no mechanic engagement, and because it is possible, this is how the game is always played. Because you can play stupid, this is the only way to play. The only way. Should we add more slaps? I jumped. That one doesn't count, though, because it's in a game I don't like. And so if it's a game I don't like, it doesn't count. Exploration doesn't count in a game that I don't like. Man. What do you mean I have to jump? What do you mean I have to jump? I have to actually press a button on my controller? My moderately sized balls are shaking right now. And what do you mean I get a C rank for all of my hard work by playing like an idiot? All right, somebody else keep track of the jumps here. We're gonna play the most, boring stage this game has for real now. That was just me showing off. Doesn't count. Look, this isn't a straw man. You are quite literally saying there is no platforming in Sonic Lost World, when you could quite literally platform in Sonic Lost World. Like, you can platform. Like, what do you call all this? What do you call all this? What do you call all that? Like, what do you call platforming when it's not platforming? Yeah, and I could say a lot more, too. You got a lot of bias going for you. You got a lot of misinformation going for you. You got a lot of yourself anymore. Like, if you choose not to engage with the mechanics, that is your choice. But there's so much you can do in this game that involves a lot more than what you're giving it credit for. I don't know you, and you clearly don't know Sonic Lost World. That's all I'm saying here. It's fine to say that you don't understand the game or that you've gotten a lot of your information from biased sources. I clearly know you haven't played the game right. Like, here, we'll go to a tube stage specifically for you, so you can feel a little vindication. The game starts you off by jumping. Crazy. It forces you into a jump right here. Crazy. I could just choose not to engage the mechanics, which seems like that's your vibe here. But even this stage does have its branching paths and different ways you can go. You can't just go in a straight line, you gotta rotate. Oh, sorry, that was a jump, my bad. I can jump here to go over the obstacles, or I can just keep going in a straight line. Just keep going in a straight line, and shit happens. Like, if the quality of a good game is how many buttons you have to press per button, like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. If you want a very button-heavy game, I'd recommend playing something like Virtua Fighter. Really great game with a lot of button inputs.
Watching him run is making me hungry. I hope he gets here soon. God, we'll meet the man.
Like, there's a lot of real things to complain about with Sonic Lost World. I mean, you could sit here and argue how badly the Deadly Six are represented in this game. Very easily. They are not represented very well here. They've been represented better in pretty much every other incarnation of the Deadly Six. Their home game is not very good for their representation's sake. But like any game, you could choose to ignore all of its mechanics and just play like a fool. And you can do that. You can do that in Sonic Adventure, too. You can do it in Sonic Adventure. You can do it in Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic and the Secret Rings. If you choose to ignore the mechanics the game gives you, it's kind of your own fault when you don't enjoy the game. Like, you always have options. I mean, you could play New Super Mario Bros. Wii and just die a million times so they give you the free little wing to carry you to the end of the stage. This game has a freebie wing, too. Generations' boost to win. Lost World is actually a straight line. See, even right here, you can go in different directions. There's different routes you can take, even on the most linear stage the game has. And even then, this isn't this is the end of the stage, and now there's actually a boss to fight. You're not going in a straight line anymore. Like, you could play Mario Kart in a straight line. Just turn on the auto drive, and it'll drive for you. But I guess that doesn't count as a bad game because it doesn't fit what you said. Like, here's the donut stage, where you clearly see all these curves. I don't know how you could say it's a straight line when it's also full of curves. But man, I sure hate how a platforming game is going to make me platform. Maybe if I sit here long enough, Sonic will just move. So, here, we'll call that one jump. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to take another jump here, unless... Speed! Come on, come on. You can make it, you can survive. Okay, we got to avoid one jump press. Alright, so that's 2 jumps. Alright, 3 jumps. I think he rage quit, guys. See, the thing with Motobugs, you actually can't damage boost through them. Of course it is. Sonic Lost World's a very engaging platforming game. Hey, F-Walks, welcome. You missed all the fun. We were playing Sonic R with a hula hoop, and then I was playing Sonic Lost World for a while. Because some dude thought you couldn't jump in the game, and everything was just a tube. Which I guess, technically speaking, all these individual licorice ropes, they are tubes. I love when Hard Pretzel is mean and rude to Sonic fans, but then he was mean and rude to me, a Sonic fan. I just don't understand the concept of making false statements and then getting upset when you're proven wrong. Yeah, exactly. Like, this game, you could go this way, but you can obviously go up as well. And just like that, there is a branching shortcut. And yeah, this is an automated segment, no different than, say, half the stuff in Generations, or any of the set pieces in, Frontiers, any of the set pieces in Sonic 3, where we literally open the game with an automated set piece. Pretzel's never mean to me, then I haven't been trying hard enough. See, like, even playing as a total scrub here. Of course we talk about you. We love you. We're talking about you right now. We'll talk about you tomorrow if you want. Like, I could say to your face that your assumptions are wrong. I could say to your face that, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. I could say to your face that all this platforming options you have, you're clearly ignoring them just for the sake of your own agenda here. We have somebody who's, living a very biased life and doesn't want to confront the fact that it's okay to say they just don't like the game. But they'd rather sit here and say that the game is not a platformer, that there's no platforming options, there's no alternate paths, there's no engaging mechanics in the entire game because they don't like it. When really they could just say, I don't like Sonic Lost World, I don't like the mechanics, and be fine. Like, you're allowed to not like the mechanics in this game. And for a lot of people, it's completely fair to want a game to not reward bare minimum play. Like, if you want a game that you can't beat by holding forward, there are games that do that. But Sonic is not one of those franchises. And yes, you said it's a straight line, and I'm showing you how many times it's not a straight line in a lot of these stages. Like, here's another one. Like, yeah, we're going in a straight line. I'm jumping, though, just as much as I would be in a 2D Sonic game. You're going in a straight line, but also jumping. This is literally a 2D segment in a Sonic game. And there's platforming that you can choose to engage with or choose not to engage with. Like, if you could play any game as engaged or as unengaged as you choose. Like, there's some Sonic games that you can beat without jumping at all. Like, for example, Mean Bean Machine. You don't jump at all in that game, and you could still beat it, just like that. Like, you can not like games. Hating Lost World is more than fine. This is not a game a lot of people are going to like. The story is Sonic Lost World's story. The mechanics are very, very much so. You got to play the game to understand them. There is a lot going on in this game, and if you play this like a total scrub, as you seem to be really insisting is the only way to play the game, that's, again, your choice. You will be platforming, changing directions, going different ways. Like, any game could be viewed however you'd like to see it. And now I have to go back and forth here during a boss? What is this? Gross. There's actually really cool mechanics in this game where you can actually use your bounce to attack enemies. And so you can actually do these really cool one cycles on bosses by utilizing the bounce bracelet, which is literally a mechanic they give you in the game. But I suppose it doesn't matter when you could just, you know, say there's no mechanics and then get mad when somebody shows you there are mechanics in the game. How long is this bit going to go on for? I don't know. I planned on ending stream a few minutes ago anyway. I usually try to go for about 3-hour streams. So now it's just for the love of the game. Eyes hurt from no TT games? Hey, Michael, welcome back. You know what? If you want to do some 3D Blast, we can. I know there are a few 3D Blast fans in the chat. I like 3D Blast. But yeah, see, you could, you know, go in a straight line here. Just how you could go in a straight line in the, you know, in the classic Sonic games. But obviously, that's not how you play the classic Sonic games. You play them to experiment with the mechanics, to find out where you're going, to do different stuff. So, like, obviously, yes, there is straight line potential, but there's also run across walls potential. There's also jumping potential. Wait, you're using the move the games give you to find creative solutions to the game's obstacles? How dare you? Exactly. I died because I chose to homing attack on the crab instead of kick the crab like I'm supposed to. This game doesn't have mechanics. What, you have a problem with people labeling his character as something as reductive as Red Bowser? LEGO City Undercover is pretty good. Time to switch to LEGO City Undercover. That's what he meant by TT games. You know, if you guys want, I could probably do an... I started LEGO City Undercover on Twitch a while ago. I could recover that and get back into that stream. It's been a while. Like, again, you could go in a straight line here. You could just try to jump on the enemies. But these guys are designed to be kicked. That's the point of them. They're just knowledge checks. Skyrim is a straight line. Don't lie, Pretzel. Yes, very much so. Like, see, that's one of my favorite things you do in this game. You can actually wall jump onto the wall you just jumped off of, and then you can carry your momentum through the climb. It's a really neat mechanic that, again, you're not going to find out if you only play this game as, you know, a scrub. And it's completely fine to play as a scrub. The game almost encourages you to play like a scrub. Like, people want to think they're immune from me making fun of them, when, like, no, I will make fun of you if you have a boneheaded take. I always do. Let's see. There we go. I usually mess up that jump pretty bad. Sam, what's my boneheaded take? I don't know. Your YouTube video has plenty of comments about how boneheaded you are. Like, don't you know in a game that you'd never played before that there's these cards you can equip on your horse that make them better or something? Exactly. Like, there's a lot of ways to play a lot of games. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I like Sonic R. You could play Sonic R like a dumbass. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. You might lose, but you lose. That is your punishment. You play the game like a dumbass, and you get dumbass prizes. That's it. Same with Sonic Lost. Like, I'm going in a straight line right now. Is anybody triggered by me going in a straight line here? No, because you actually have to mess with the mechanics to go in a straight line. Because you actually have to jump off of the little clouds, time your jumps to actually go somewhere. I've already S-ranked all stages, by the way, so I'm not just playing slowly because I'm bad. I'm playing them slowly to highlight certain mechanics. And like here's an example of a straight line stage. I'm actually going to go regular because I am going to mess up on a few of these tricks. This is how you do a straight line stage. This right here. So obviously, yes, this is a straight line stage. It is a tube. This is exactly what they're talking about. Those Donkey Kong minecart sections, this is the stage they're talking about. So yes, we have these set pieces that are fairly straightforward. You can't really do a whole lot. But when you get to the actual meat and potatoes of the stage, you can choose to sit here and stay in a straight line. You can take your damage and die, but you also have to jump over to the red lines, which are basically telling you right here, hey, the red lines are going to slow you down. And so when we get to the actual platforming segments, I'll show you some of the cool tricks you can do in these 2D minecart segments, as they call them. Again, it's perfectly fine to not like this kind of game. Sonic Adventure is something a lot of people would prefer to play. Like, you could jump on these, and you'll notice you go significantly slower, but then you speed back up by jumping, so you want to stay in the air as much as you can. But here we go. So we're in 2D now. We could play like a dumbass, or actually engage the mechanics. We can take a double jump here and there. We can jump over the carts. We can go alternate paths. We can die. Like, we could probably go down below, collect some different items. I have 99 lives, so I died there for the show. And you can also use your double jump to build up speed. Because as you can tell, you can actually hold yourself in place and then push yourself forward. So unless you hold yourself in the right place and then move forward, you're not going to go. So like I could stop or build up speed and jump over a couple of these like that. I could go down, or I could jump here, hit the switch. I could hit that. I usually don't because I don't really need it. You can go over the loop if you want to. Like, you have a lot of freedom of expression here in the most linear platforming you possibly can get. And now we're back to another 3D section, which you would think is nothing, because it does allow you to sit here and do nothing. Like, I'm not even touching the controller right now. And I got through that just fine without touching the controller. But because you can play stupid, doesn't mean that's the only way to play. As you can tell, I'm not playing stupid right now. I'm just going on the rails to rails. Because I can set up Mario Kart 8 with the auto boost, auto steer, auto item usage, that doesn't mean that's how Mario Kart is played. Because I can beat the game very easily, because I can play Classic Sonic easily, doesn't mean that's how Classic Sonic is supposed to be played. You can play Sonic CD and go in a straight line, but now you're not engaging with any of the Sonic CD mechanics. You're not going through any of the different dimensions that you have in those stages. You're not exploring, you're not jumping, you're not platforming. You're going in a straight line. Like, this is one of my favorite stages in the game. Not just because of the music, but because you don't have to play how the game tells you to play. Like, I could go in this straight line. I have to jump. I have to platform. It is a straight line. If we just change the perspective, it would be a straight line. Yeah, Sonic Labyrinth is a lot of fun. But see, we have a whole other route we just took. And we just went around that entire segment. For being a very straightforward, linear, no platforming, Donkey Kong, boring, terrible, stinky, bad game, there is actually a lot of expression you have in this game. And this is actually one of the few stages that don't even let you play as a Super Sonic until you get to the end here. I thought. There we go. But even then, now you actually have full expression. But that's Sonic Lost World. So what we can do here, I think if you guys want to do some 3D Blast to end out the stream, we could do that. I haven't streamed in a while, so the least I could do is give you guys a bit juicier of a stream. Oh, I wonder if my hard drive filled up, because it's not recording anymore. Alright, well, I'll start recording again. Here, let me actually check my hard drive, see if I did fill it up. Doesn't seem like it. Huh. Maybe it just stopped recording because it just fried. Oh, well. So let me go over here to my game capture scene. And let's fix this back over to AverMedia. And then, where's my window capture? Did finish 3D Blast my own recently. That was nice. Yeah, it's a really fun game when you actually engage the mechanics. Alright, so let's go over to... Where's my hotkey for this? Oh, I'm still in Sonic Lost World. That's why. Alright. Alright, so let me exit this, and then we'll switch back over to another game here. What is this video thumbnail? I like feet more than cars. So we've been playing a lot of games that involve feet, not cars. Did I miss a lot? Just got to work. Not too much. I mean, we pulled out the slap counter here to jump 50 times in Sonic 3 to make sure I proved a guy right. Alright, so let's turn off our butt slap counter. And then... There we go. I'm sorry, what is this stream thumbnail? Thank you, thank you. Didn't mean for things to become a clowning session. Hey, look, I hope all of you guys know that if you say something that especially boneheaded, you are not immune from getting, you know, the truth thrown at you. Like, if we really wanted to, like, here, you guys want to see something great? Here, I actually think I have one of these still. Let me see if I still have this. I have a few resources in my folder here. Do I still have a circle? Okay, I have this. This should work. Alright, so let me add... We're gonna go to my game capture scene. This is gonna be really stupid, by the way. I'm gonna do something really, really dumb, and I hope you guys appreciate it. We're gonna add an image, circle. All right, YouTube, or no, it was in stream here. Oh no, it was in my YouTube folder. All right, here we go. So we've got the circle button, right? So you guys see You guys see this right here? We could do something like this. Blending mode, multiply. And look, we've got curves now. We've got curves now in Angel Island. Or better yet, we'll do something like this. Go filters. Image mask. Browse. There. Actually, could I do a black shade? It doesn't let me do that. But yes, we've now turned it into a tube. You can't really tell because it's dark here, but let me do this. There we go. We officially turned Sonic 3 into a tube. Sorry, guys. Where's all the curves? Here we go. We're now tubing it up. See, even now, the special stage is here. This is just a rounded tube. Look, this is just like Sonic Lost World. It's just a tube. It's round. I can't believe how tubed. Looks like Sonic's in his sniper's range. Should we play Sonic R tube version? Because we can. I can play Sonic R tube version. Should we change the game to a Sonic Lost World and then play Sonic R in a tube? Alright, so here we go. Let me move this out of the way. Actually, here, I'll make a better image mask than this, because I know I've got to have a better circle. There we go. It's a bit pixelated, but it'll do the job. Alright, everybody, we're going to play some Sonic R tube version. Sonic R Lost World. I think this is great. You guys like this? Is this what you wanted? Is this what we're here for? Sonic R is finally good. Yes, just like Green Hill Zone, where we have those sections inside of a tube. We now have Sonic R Lost World. I do have Crossworlds, I just don't really like kart racers very much. This is one of those instances where I will just tell you I don't like something instead of try to convince you that Crossworlds is the worst game ever made. Or that Crossworlds doesn't have any good mechanics. Or that Crossworlds has no engagement whatsoever in it. Because that's how you should say things. You should say, hey, I don't like the game. And that's great. There's a million reasons to not like Sonic R. I mean, a lot of people don't like having all these alternate characters. People don't like having racing games where you can just skip half the stage. People don't like exploration in their racing games. People want items. People want more competitive CPU players. Like, look at this. I am way ahead of all the CPU players right now. Some people want more difficulty in a racing game, and that is completely fair. That is something that you should be able to express your opinion on. Now, if you came in and said Sonic R sucks because of things that are purely my opinion, then no, that's not how opinions work. Opinions are literally opinions, and no one can follow you for them. However, saying things as if they're objective facts when they are clearly just your opinions is why people will clown on you. Oh yeah, no, I just know this game in and out, so I can actually play on this tiny little screen that I'm looking at right now. If I had, I believe there is a plugin that you can get for OBS that actually does add a fisheye lens to your game. Or, you know, whatever you want to add a fisheye lens to.
Ready, set.
Yeah, the loading screen does look pretty good in a tube, I'm not gonna lie. But don't tell Mr. I Hate Tubes that. Because look, right here we have another tube in Sonic R. Do you think people still hate on this thing because it robbed us of a Saturn 3D Sonic or whatever? Yeah, I get that comment all the time. People still think Extreme would have been a good game when, you know, if we're shitting on tubes right now, if you've played any of the beta builds of Sonic Extreme, there were a lot of tubes and a lot of straight lines there too. Exactly, like, people don't understand that they can just say, I hate Sonic R and move on. People don't understand they can just say, I hate Lost World and move on. It's always gotta be, oh, there's no platforming. Oh, it's just a straight line. When, no, it's not just a straight line. There are several different straight lines, sure, but at that point, what are we really breaking down here? If you can connect a straight line to another straight line and it's no longer a straight line in something like, say, Sonic Generations, Sonic Adventure, or even the classic Sonic games, straight line to straight line, why is that a problem now in Sonic Lost World? Where now, it's not straight line to straight line. Because even though it is you going in straight line to straight line, it doesn't count because I don't like the game. Everything is tubes, guys. Everything is tubes. Everything is tubes. Like, 3D Blast is a tube, guys. I hate to break it to you, but it is just one tube. If you eat Taco Bell, you eat through a tube, it goes through your tubes, explodes out another tube, you press a button or flip a lever, it goes through more tubes to a bigger tube. Spheres are tubes, right? Just short ones filled with things instead of being long and hollow, so we all live on a big tube. Yep. I mean, that's the thing. Even in Lost World, you're going from orb to orb more so than you're going tube to tube. People like the straight lines when they go by real fast and have a blur effect over them. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, if you play Spark the Electric Jester, JR Stan, you're a big Spark fan. There's a lot of straight lines to straight lines in that game, and it's still solid. Because it works with the mechanics that they give you. That's the point.
Ready, set,
Like, if a game
go!
is going just tube to tube, fine. Why play it then? If you really hate tubes that much, don't play it. You gotta meet these games for what they are. I'm not gonna complain about Sonic R for not being Call of Duty. I would just play Call of Duty if I wanted to play Call of Duty instead of Sonic R. If I wanted to play Sonic Adventure instead of Sonic R, I would play Sonic Adventure instead of Sonic R. If I wanted to play Halo over Sonic Lost World, I would play Halo over Sonic Lost World. If I wanted to play Sonic R over literally Crossworlds, the newest Sonic game to come out right now, I would play Sonic R over Crossworlds, literally the newest Sonic game to come out right now. This is a Sonic 2 overlay. Actually, no. This is a pixel... it's a circle that I made in Paint that I then used for a video. Basically what we're getting at is not liking games because they're in a tube is baby boo-boo shit. Exactly. Like, you're allowed to not like the game, but to say a game sucks because it's in a tube, that's the problem. If you hate tubes, if you really, really, really hate tubes, if you look at a single tube and immediately get erectile dysfunction, sorry to tell you, unfortunately there are tubes in the world. Stay away from Home Depot. Aisle 9 will kill you. I've been there. There's nothing but PVC pipes. There is nothing but copper pipes, metal pipes. You know, that metal pipe sound effect, we should probably have a trigger warning whenever that goes off because we don't want anybody to be scared by tubes. Like, you're allowed to not like tubes. But to say that, you know, a game that isn't just tubes is just tubes,
Ready,
that is what we're making fun of here.
go!
That, and of course, you know, the people that choose to believe that even when they're shown otherwise. Oh yeah, lots of Mario games have tubes in them. Do you know how many pipes you take in a Mario game? Somebody tells you the next stream. Okay, you know what? I will forget. I will forget. So somebody, like, send me a message. Like, when I announce the next stream, whenever that will be, make sure I put a tube in it. Like, just message me. It's like, hey, does your thumbnail have a tube in it? We'll keep a tube the entire time. Should we have a tube emote in the chat? Nobody's gonna understand the context behind tube, but we'll be here. My most tubular stream. I mean, I could play TMNT. I'm looking at getting a Hyperstone Heist for my Genesis. We could be tubular. Play that on Twitch. We had the Reading the Console Wars book guy, and now you have Lex Luthor tube hate guy. Yeah, instead of 1A, 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 it's one tube, one tube, one tube. And then, like, there's multiple tubes in the level. It's one tube, one tube, one tube. Yeah, you guys missed out. Like, if you've missed a few of the streams, we have, like, at least one. I thought you were cool when you were making fun of other Sonic fans, but didn't expect you to make fun of me when I was being a Sonic fan kind of thing. This is like the 4th or 5th time this has happened. I thought you were cool until I got exactly the same thing for doing the exact same thing. Like, no, nobody is immune
Ready,
from having,
go!
you know, the truth thrown at them, all right? Like, I've had to have my biases confronted plenty of times. Like, I have been very anti-Sonic Generations for a very long time. Hell, I was actually anti-Sonic CD. I don't know if Callum's in the chat, but I was very much anti-Sonic CD for years, to the point where I was even of the mindset that it was a quote-unquote objectively bad game. But, you know, I found out that no, Sonic CD, within Sonic CD's mechanics, works as Sonic CD. And you can't play Sonic CD like a game that isn't Sonic CD, because it's not. Just like you can't play Knuckles Chaotix like a game that isn't Knuckles Chaotix. And now CD is definitely not my favorite Sonic game, because, you know, we're playing Sonic R in a tube right now. But, you know, Sonic CD is not the worst game to ever grace the planet. And all it took was just looking at the game for what it is. Confronting my own biases. Why did TT invent ray tracing with this game? Because it was cool. I meant ray tubing, but ray rubing is funnier. So, how do you guys feel about 2% Sonic R? Should we just make tube just a regular thing? Yeah, and I could definitely see that. A lot of the, you know, real quote-unquote play of Sonic CD, it'll involve you basically going into the stage, going to the past, finding the generator, finding the hologram if you want to, and then going back to the future. But that's not what Sonic CD is made for. Sonic CD is made for your own expression, your own experimentation, just to see and just experiment and just explore. Like, one of my favorite things to do in Sonic CD is to go to the bad future, then go back in time, go break, you know, everything I need to, and then go to the good future and see the difference. Which is kind of hard to do in a game that gives you a 10-minute time limit. Which is why, for the longest time, I thought Sonic CD was just bad. Because it's supposed to encourage all this exploration, but you can't explore in only 10 minutes. Which is kind of a problem. And yet, at the same time, people still like it. And so, you know what I did? Instead of bitch and moan that it's a bad game, I asked somebody who liked the game why they like the game, and sure enough, I understand why they like it. Some people like that 10-minute timer because it encourages them to play the stages multiple times in a row. It encourages them to optimize their routes. It encourages them to really pick and choose how they want to play when they want to play. Like, great. That's exactly why I like Sonic R, because I can pick and choose how I want to play the way I want to play it. I'm still not going to go play Sonic CD very often because I don't like how it goes about accomplishing this level of expression, and I prefer how Sonic R does it. But that's what conversation is for. Not to say, this game sucks because I hate it. It's to say, I hate this game, and here's why. And then somebody else will say, I like this game, and here's why. And for you two to have a normal conversation about why you like or don't like something, and then move on. Not say Sonic Lost World is objectively just a straight line. Like, I could shrink Sonic R to a straight line. Is this Sonic Lost World now? Is this Sonic Lost World? It's a straight line, guys. Why'd you like 3D Blast? Let me get you. Yeah, I do like the expression in 3D Blast quite a bit. Like, once you learn the maps, you have a lot of room to kind of do whatever you want. Here, let me fix my screen before I forget to do this for the next stream. There we go. All right, so we have been live for almost, you know, a little over 3.5 hours. So I think what we're gonna do, if I'm gonna end the stream here, so I'm not too dead for moving around all my furniture. But if you guys want to see some 3D Blast, maybe we'll do that on next stream. Maybe I'll probably revive my Twitch. I actually, here's some fun news for you guys. I got my Dreamcast fixed. If you guys didn't see it in the Discord server, I got my Dreamcast fixed, and I've been playing a lot of Jet Grind Radio lately. I think what we'll do, I might make a Twitch stream just for Jet Grind Radio, and we'll actually go through the game on Dreamcast. I'm gonna see if I can unlock pots before that, so that we'll run through Jet Set Radio with pots on Dreamcast, which would be a lot of fun. Because the whole gimmick with pots is that they're a really good character, but they can only carry 7 cans of spray paint at a time, which requires you to really do a lot of backtracking all the time. Yes, Jet Grind Radio. Sorry, I forgot I'm living in the States. So, for all of you who have been on my Twitch channel before, I'm hoping I can revive it before the end of the year, because I unfortunately am getting pretty close to my no longer affiliate status, because I don't stream on Twitch very often. Oh boy, JR Stan sent another video. Should I, I shouldn't have played that. I shouldn't have played that. Here, let me do a desktop capture for you guys. Alright, studio mode. Okay, that's Streamception. Here we go. All right, here's JR Stan's meme. Oh, my cock and balls. They're just so straight right now. Thank you. Thank you, JR. All right, but let's get the music back on. The Super Hang-On soundtrack is so good, you guys. You know I said I was ending stream, and you guys know how much I love lying. Should I play some Super Hang-On right now? Just for this music? I feel like I owe it to the game. Like, I do have Super Hang-On my Genesis right now. Maybe just one. Just one game. Just one run. One run. I've already put the cartridge in. We're locked in. We're locked in. All right. Do 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 do. All right, just one game, just one singular game. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, not yet. Oh, it's dusty in here. I really gotta play a lot more of my Genesis games. All right. Not yet. Come on. There we go. I had to just, get it going a few times. We got this. Arcade mode, obviously. Oh, let's turn up the music. Because we're not here to listen to me. We're here to listen to the game. We'll do the beginner because I suck at this game. Here, we'll do Winning Run. That's the one we were listening to. All right, here we go. One of the reasons why I like a Super Hang-On over the regular Hang-On is that I really do like the boost. Ironic from me, considering I'm like the #1 Boost Sonic hater. Oh yeah, I hate to break it to you, this is also a straight line, I guess. Even though we're clearly turning. And since we're actually playing on a planet, because it's Earth, we're technically in a tube as well. Because everybody knows that spheres are just tubes. Oh no. Get back on the road, get back on the road. All right, we're fine. We didn't die, we didn't die. We almost did, but we didn't. Hopefully you guys can hear the music okay. Alright, next area. I'm really not doing so well. Like, my times are getting pretty low. If I crash at all, I don't think I'll make it to the end. I also haven't played this in a very long time. So I'm very rusty. I chose beginner for a reason. I may as well be a beginner. Keep away from those trees. Keep away from the trees. Keep away from the bird. Keep away from the bird. All right. We are not crashing today. We are not crashing. We already had one crash out in chat. We're not having another one. All right, here we go. See? And I'm still sticking to the thumbnail because I still like feet better than cars. But bikes? Oh, now we're talking. No, no! It's all right. We're just running. We're using our feet. We're using our feet. We're getting back on the bike. See, we got it back on our bike. And plus, we can still see the feet on the bike. That's what's important about a motorcycle. You can always see feet. That's what makes bikes better than cars, because you can see the feet. I mean, even in context, that's not going to help me much. Ah, no. Okay, we got 2 crashes. I think we're it. I don't know if we're going to make it. I don't know if 10 seconds is going to be enough time. Come on. Come on. That's 2 wrecks. I don't think we're going to even make 1. Okay, we got 1, but I got to play on, like, another level now. I got to be the super hang-on, you know, genius right now. Ooh. Ah! This tube is just so tubular. Come on. Keep going. I'm really not playing this one so well. I can't believe this game doesn't have any platforming in it. This is such a bad game. Did you know you can jump more in Angel Island in classic Sonic games than you can in Super Hang-On? Because you can't jump in this game, it's a bad game. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah. But here we go. There's Super Hang-On to end the night with. I love this song. Ooh, we got the top score in a game that doesn't actually save scores. Don't mind if I do. Oh, went too far. But there we go. There's Super Hang-On to end the stream. So we started with feet, and we ended with feet. That's the way to do it. All right. I'm really bad at ending streams, if you guys can't tell. All right, cool. So I think we got everything set. I'm going to go back to my YouTube page and make sure everything's set. Obviously, all my links are down below. Obviously, you know, there's my Twitter where I talk way too much. There's my Discord server where I don't talk enough. And then there's also my Twitch, which I hopefully am going to start using. I'll be talking on there quite a bit now soon, too. Probably the next stream on Twitch will be some Jet Grind Radio here. I'll probably play in that literally after stream. I just whip that up now and just play it just here. I want to unlock pots and then do a pot stream on Twitch. So thank you guys for coming to the stream, and I'm glad most of you are normal people. We may have a few people who don't understand how opinions work, but it's fine. That's what we do here. We make sure people understand, even if they got to get clowned on in the process. So we'll see you guys next stream. Thanks for playing. Good night.